What up, y'all? Oh, my phone's already still blowing up. Let me move that out of the microphone. How's everybody doing? I'm not doing anything like strictly Kylie Rodney or anything like that. Let me share my screen. I'll show y'all what I'm kind of trying to do. I haven't had time to really focus on it, and I'm just getting back into what I want to do, and this is what I want to do. So I'm going to share my screen. I don't think I'm going to need the audio, but just in case any of the links I click have like videos or anything. The browser can't access your screen. Try capturing a different screen to see if this continues. Well, that's cute. Shit, man. Why is this doing this right now for me? This isn't helping me. So what, I can't share my screen? Let's try it again. The browser can't access your screen. Well, that's dumb as hell. Let me leave my own studio and come back. All right, let me see if that helps me. Let me see if it'll let me share my screen. If not, I will open a new browser window. I don't know why it's doing this already. I don't have time for this. Browser can't access your screen. All right, I'm going to load a different StreamYard. I'll stay here until I reload. I don't know what the hell it's doing. I don't know why it's acting this way. I don't have time for this nonsense, though. I know that. I got things and stuff to do. Log in. Dude, I got to do all this nonsense. See, sometimes streams are a pain in my butt, but why? Seriously. This is stupid. I see y'all. Thank you for being here. Just give me a minute. I'm trying. I don't know why it doesn't let me cross-do browsers, but that's just where we're at. I didn't come prepared. I just knew I was going to click live and see where it went. All right, there's my login code. See if this fixes it at any. All right, I'll be right back one more time. All right, now maybe it'll let me share my screen. This is nonsense. Hi, Elena. How you doing? Shelly, how you doing? John, Miss Jazz, Sarah, Diane. It's good to see you guys. I know it's super late, but I just got finished with Jazz's live, and I know a lot of people. This browser can't access your screen. Try capturing a different screen to see if this continues. Well, what the deuce is, bro? What is going on here? Let me see if it'll let me share a window, maybe. This is the dumbest crap ever, dude. Okay, so maybe if I share. Okay, so it'll let me share this screen. So if it'll let me do it this way, then I will put chat down here, and I will move this up here, and we will call the problem fixed. Cool. I don't know why it's doing it that way, but I got it. It works. So pretty much what I'm doing is I am working on my Google spreadsheets for the areas in California that predominantly have people go missing, wind up murdered, stuff like that. And I'm just trying to build a, I don't know, kind of idea of what's kind of going on in that area. And I think a lot of these names should still be out there. They deserve to keep, their names out there, the truth out there about them. Even if the truth is presented as a lie, I still just feel that these stories have so much bearing with them. So with that said, I'm just going to chat with y'all in chat. I will drop an invite link for anybody to come up on panel that just wants to shoot the shit and talk about whatever. I'm just going to try to stay focused on going through these spreadsheets because I have a lot of these things that I want to go through in here and add in all of these names. I'm going to start at the bottom just simply because. So actually, no, I'm not. Actually, yeah, I am. I'm going to start here because I want to see if any of these need to even be on this spreadsheet anyway. Okay, so this is the 2 canoers that drowned in Donner Lake. Okay, this is one I think is odd as well. This is from the Sierra Sun. Rescue crews on Sunday recovered the body of a second victim in Friday's canoe incident on Donner Lake, officials said. The body of Lucas Johnson, 34, from Auburn, California area was found in roughly 60 feet of water in Donner Lake, near where the canoe capsized Friday afternoon in the northeast corner of the lake, according to the Sunday afternoon statement from the Truckee Police Department. The body of Joshua Patterson, 33, of Cool, California, was located during a helicopter search Saturday at about 10 a.m. in roughly 15 feet of water in the same area. What I find odd about this is these lakes don't really have like a tide or have a current or have anything that is really gonna move a body. And I just find it really hard to believe that unless like maybe they tried to swim away, I don't know why their remains would be found so far apart and different depths of water or whatever, but it's still worth making note of that these people drown in the same area. We would like to remind everyone how important personal flotation devices are, Leftwich said in a statement. These situations are extremely tragic. Okay, so I'm going to add Joshua Patterson to my, yeah, it is very weird. Now, how am I going to, okay, all right. So I'm going to leave a big gap because I know that there's going to be a lot of cases that are going to be needing added up there. So, dude, so if I copy, oh, well, I can edit this all. He was what, 33? I think this is the county. Well, this would be Placer County. Placer, found in Truckee. Actually, I'm going to put, yeah, I'll put Truckee. This is drown in Donner Lake. And the circumstances are drown after kayak capsized, found in, what was he found, 15 feet of water? Like, this is pretty much what I'm going to be doing. So if you're not interested in what I'm doing, you don't have to be here. There's plenty of other content out there. If you just want to hang out and shoot the shit, you are more than welcome to. If you want to hop up on panel, I will drop the link one more time, and then I'm going to go back to focusing on what I'm doing. I hope you guys can hear me. I don't know if you can or not. Hi, Terry. How you doing, honey? Anna Bain. Like, I'm tired, but I'm trying to stay up for this. Like, isn't tonight the night where like times are supposed to change or something at like 2 o'clock? At 2 o'clock, it'll be 1 o'clock. And neither drowning in the same. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so far apart, Uncle Wilk. Like, I understand like a canoe capsizing and one of them absolutely not being able to swim and then sinking immediately and being found 60 feet underwater. And then another one trying to swim away to shore. But 15 feet of water, like, it's these, with the fact that it's happening predominantly in this area, in reservoirs, on railroad tracks, on federal property, it is questionable. It's all questionable. All of these cases. And I'm just going to start making a list and see how similar they are. See what dates they happen, things like that. I think stuff like that is super, super important. And then I'm going to go ahead and add Lucas Johnson to the list. He's 34 from Auburn. So that's still Placer County. Wow. Okay. Why don't I... Okay. Wait a minute. I should have... Oh, well. I'm just going to do it this way. How old was he? 34. See, that's young, man. I find it hard to believe that anybody is going to go get in a kayak and not know how to swim. Like, have you ever watched Dave Politis? No, I haven't. Is he on YouTube? Is it what is it? Is it like a Survivor thingy or kayaking or what is it, Uncle Will? If not, check him out one day. Oh, he does the Missing 411. Then I should know who he is. Maybe I just don't know him by name. All right, I'm going to put another dip in and continue on. All right, so I'm going to put this up on as a comment. That way, anybody that is not aware of Missing 411, you should definitely check that out. It's good stuff. But that, Shelly, the thing of it is I'm not here doing this for credit. I'm not doing this for anything other than these kids and these people that deserve to have answers in what happened to them. I'm not doing this for profit. I've lost so much money focusing on this stuff for the past year and a half, that at this point, anybody who says that I'm doing this for money couldn't be further from the truth. I don't make enough money off here to say that this is an income. And I do this because I want to. What bothers me is when people tell me don't use my content without my permission or without stating my name, and then they can't do the same thing for you. And I'm steering away from people that have done me dirty, that have talked badly about me, that use me just to get somewhere. Oh, Jazz is up here. Hi, honey. How you doing? Let me put my headphones on, but you can talk.
I hope that my sound is okay.
I don't hear you crackling yet.
Okay, good. Man, that was so freaking weird.
Yeah, and I don't trust that.
I'm trying not to read too much into it.
I know. And then you got weirdos that come in and are like, your channel's being report to law enforcement. Like, who you're gonna call the what? You're gonna call the internet police? Please do.
Oh, is that what that like Smokey the Bear one was saying?
Yeah.
It's just so weird. I'm such a tiny channel. Like, why would anyone give a crap?
I honestly, honey, and that's the first thing that came to my mind is like, why would you, other than to be a troll, why would you go to a small channel and even start something?
Right.
Well, it's nonsense. Yeah. Like, I have people hacking me while I'm doing lives, while I'm not doing them. Like, the best thing that I can tell people to do is get a really, really, really good antivirus and a firewall that will alert you with the IP address or the open port that is attacking you. That way you can keep track of who's hitting you. And then you can simply go in and add a script that will stop said UDP, IDP, IP address, whatever gateway they're using, whatever MAC address they're using. Like, you can block them from doing it to you anymore. And then on top of it, like, a VPN just adds that extra security, but they can still, like, people don't understand, like, people that do port hacking, like, they can literally still get through the ports of your microphone. They can get through the ports of your video camera. Like, that's how they get in. I don't have time and I don't have the energy to take the risk to do stuff like that, even though I've been accused of that. I haven't done that stuff since I was like 15 years old. I know enough about it to be knowledgeable in it, to explain to people that this is how they do it. I stay up with how technology changes and how they continue to do it. However, I'm not out here doing it myself.
So it wasn't you, I take it then.
Oh, hell no, girl. I don't got the time nor the energy to be messing with people, you know?
Yeah.
And I'll never understand a point of a person that trolls just to troll. Yeah, Uncle Will caught a badass big boy fish, dude. Like when he was cranking on that and I saw that fishing pole bend like that, and then he pulled out that big ass bitch out that water, I was like, damn, that's some good eating he's going to have right there for a while. Look, if y'all want to watch a really good channel that will give you really good advice, teach you how to survive on your own, how to provide for your family, little tips and tricks, how you can make some side money, please go subscribe to Uncle Will. He is like, I love going and just, dude, there'll be a lot of days that I'll just be doing housework and I'll throw him on because he's live. Sometimes I don't participate in his chat, but I do love to listen to him when him and his wife are hanging out, when they're out fishing, when he's out just fishing by himself, while he's doing work, while he's changing tires on big rigs and all kinds of stuff. And he catches a lot of fish. But if you like a country boy, if you like a survivalist, if you like a redneck, go subscribe to him, because I do like shooting the shit with him. It's just you have to have like a plethora, like a nice broad amount of different styles of YouTubers you pay attention to, because if you stay focused on just one topic, it'll drive you nuts. It'll drive anybody nuts.
I was watching Captain Kurt Reacts tonight. It was awesome.
Dude, I was too, when he was doing the Upchurch stuff with that dude on there that they're trying to say that.
Oh, I didn't see you in chat. Did you see me?
No, I wasn't in chat. I was just listening in. I was doing stuff, so I was listening. But yeah, when he was talking to that gentleman, and that dude's like, just because I have a rebel flag, it doesn't make me racist. And what people think that the rebel flag represents, like they should probably like go back in history and see what that flag actually represents, because growing up, I was misinformed and taught that it was a bad thing, that it was racist, that it was all of these things, that it's actually not. Like, what the rebel flag stands for is a foundation that I stand on.
Well,
and I just want to go ahead.
The artist was awesome. I loved listening to his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he was cool too.
Yeah, I listen to all kinds of YouTubers. It's not always true crime. It's not always, you know what I mean? Like I said, when I came to YouTube, I didn't really come to YouTube for much true crime other than like, the big time true crime people. Like, I normally get all my true crime stuff off of doing my own research or watching, honestly, mainstream stories that break and get their story finally told. And then like when I started looking at it, and like you see all of these people going missing, and like the news isn't even reporting on these missing people cases, like it becomes concerning that nobody is doing anything. I think I want to put these gentlemen's where they're from instead of, because this dude's from Auburn. All right, well, let's do this.
Well, like, what do you think of that Burning Man fatality being from Truckee?
Dude, that's insane to me. Like, when I came across that, at first I wasn't going to put it out there, but then like the more I started looking into Leon and the fact that he lives around so many different people around the Kylie Rodney case, like that's another suspicious thing to me, is like, you're telling me out of the tens of thousands of people that went to Burning Man, it just so happened to be the one gentleman that is from Truckee is the one that is now deceased, that lives around these same specific people. I'm tired of thinking these coincidences are coincidences when they're actually patterns.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It's concerning.
Very much so.
Mm-hmm. How's your night going, darling? You getting all comfy, cozy in bed?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I put on some super comfy jammies.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm in my sweatpants. I mean, I'm as comfortable as I'm gonna get. Yeah, look, I regret ever getting rid of my gaming chair, but the issue that I have with gaming chairs is I've, over the past 5-ish years, I've probably owned 6 or 7 different ones, and I always wind up giving them away. And it's simply because, like, no matter if I get one that says it's for like kids or teens or whatever, my feet don't touch the ground no matter how low I put it to the ground. Like, I even went as far as one gaming chair taking the damn wheels off the legs to barely touch the ground. And I finally found a chair that I can spin and it gets real low to the ground. And because I ain't got no legs, I ain't gonna lie. Got no legs. But this chair starts hurting my back after a while because the seat is so big on it that I can't sit the whole way back and still have my feet touch the ground. Y'all don't make fun of me, but it's okay.
Aww.
All right. Lucas Johnson. I got to make sure that I'm doing this right. Lucas Johnson is from Auburn. See, I don't want to. I kind of want to put. Okay, so Joshua is from Cool/Placer. Lucas is from Auburn/Placer. Which is kind of odd that all these people are from the same region, you know? And then when did this happen on?
I'm just thinking, like, how creepy it is that Francis Fowler had 2 girlfriends die, like,
yes,
a year apart. Like, it was like a
and
year
look,
and a week.
I'm not saying that he's responsible, but man, I don't believe in coincidences either. I don't know if somebody got it out for him.
Right. What are the chances?
Or it has something going out for his family or what's going on, but it's really odd that at his age to have 2 girlfriends pass away one after the other in 2 totally different circumstances, but it's odd to me. And please, y'all, keep in mind, I'm not blaming Francis. I don't feel he's at fault for either death. However, I'm very suspicious of his family and the fact that his family knows Kylie Rodney's family.
It's weird. It's really weird, especially the dates, because wasn't Paisley, wasn't she on like November 1st?
Oh, you're talking about Trinity. Trinity was November.
Trinity was the 7th, right? November 7th.
I thought it was the 9th, and then she was found the 11th. I thought she went missing on a Wednesday and was found that Friday.
And then, but Paisley Woodard was, I think it was November 1st.
Okay, let me look that up because I need to add her to my list. Anyway, I have all the stuff in Discord, but it's all over the place, and it's just easier for me to look this stuff up and find it than I don't want her Facebook. Hey, look, that's my channel. Hey, look, that's my channel. Wow. Paisley Woodard, I want the petition. Because the petition will should be on change.org. So I gotta go look it up. Okay, let's go to change.org. Oh my goodness.
What's that?
Change.org. I don't know why this is doing this. Change.org. Okay, now let's go to search. Let's look for Paisley. Oh my goodness. Okay. Woodard, come on, A. Take the W out. So her petition isn't here anymore?
Whose petition?
Paisley Woodard used to have a petition on change.org. I know that's not how her name's spelled. What? Why is there nothing coming up? All right, so let me go to Google, even though I don't normally use Google because I think Google lets us see what we want to see. I'm going to put it in quotations. And she was from Grass Valley. Okay, so there's a diversion program. Wow, that's really small. I need some bifocals, y'all. Let me zoom that nonsense in. Diversion program for hit and run death. They didn't even type this right. Death teen. A Grass Valley teen who pleaded no contest late last year in a fatal hit and run accident has been approved for a diversion program by a Nevada County judge. Madison Fellhaber, 18 at the time of her arrest, had faced up to 4 years in prison, and District Attorney Jesse Wilson disagreed with the decision. Fellhaber struck and killed a skateboarder, 15-year-old Paisley Woodard. The accident occurred in the morning hours of Halloween. And didn't they just find Kristen Anderson's body like the day before Halloween or something like that as well? What? Like there's a story about the chick that killed her, but there's no information about Paisley herself. That's sad, dude. I want to say, so it would have been Halloween. Yeah, that is odd. So I could have sworn Paisley was already on here. I'm gonna go to the Discord and I'm just gonna search Paisley in my private Discord because I know I have all that information in there. All right, so far the list of names that I have, like the old list of names that I have, is David Miller, Bradford Ashcroft, Larry James, Nicasio Bonilla, Matthew Templeman, Richard Hill, Kenny Monero, Lowell Grennan, Dana Bass, Ronnie Daniel Jr., Calvin Kelly, and that's the people that are included in the everyone counts thingy. Then there's a Dana, which I'm still trying to find her last name because everything about her has been wiped from the internet, but people still put R.I.P. Dana all over the Donner Pass tunnels. We have Michael Shane Youngers, Daniel Gallardo Jr., Carly Guzze, Karina Blue, Tiffany Thiel, Paisley Woodard, Anna Scott, Caitlin Dennison, Kylie Rodney, Juan Zavala and Jeanette Pantoja, Trinity Backus. Ugh, man, it's too many names. Bailey Beck is one of the people that keeps running away. Dante De La Torre. Chloe Bogan is another runaway. Carrie Johnson, she's another runaway, but they keep finding her. And then Amy Morris is the one that was found deceased in her jail cell after obtaining a wound to her head that nobody checked out. So what I'm just going to do, since I have this list of names, puppy, why are you chewing my chair? Is I'm going to go ahead and just add these names to this list right here. I'm going to insert 8 rows above. I don't know why this, oh, I see why it's like that. I'm going to undo that though. Sorry if I'm boring people, but this, this list has been needing saved.
You're sleuthing, girl.
You had to.
Yep.
Oh, come on. Insert 12 rows. Okay, so I'm going to go through and just type in all of their names. David Miller, Bradford Ashcroft, Larry James, Nicasio Garcia Bonilla, Matthew, and if y'all just give me a second, I will check chat in a second. Templeman, Richard Hill, Kenny Nero, and then once I get these names all in here, I will continue going through all of the. See, I don't think this Dana Bass is Dana because their names are spelled differently. Honey, if anybody knows who this Dana is that they have been putting in her name as a memorial in the Donner Pass tunnels, can you please email me and let me know? I have no plans on bothering these people's families or reaching out to anybody. It's just I'm trying to know that these people's names are important. These people's deaths are important. Michael Shane Youngers, man, I still can't get over his death. He's the one that was stabbed to death in his own home. I think it was like 18 times.
Crazy.
18 times. 10 of the times it protruded the ribs and penetrated the lungs with a twist to it. Like, nobody can do that to themselves. And then they ruled it a suicide. Like, how do you rule something like that? You know what I mean? Like, there was definitely signs of foul play. There was definitely signs of some type of occult or some type of Satanism, ritual, or religion that is tied to it. And it's concerning for me. And while we're on religion, I was told that somebody's trying to say that I'm a pagan. No, I'm not. I don't follow any set religion. It intrigues me, don't get me wrong, but no, I don't follow. My son right now is studying Taoism. All right, Paisley Woodard, Anna Scott, Caitlin Dennison. Kylie's already on there. Juan's already on there. Jeanette's on there. Trinity's on there. Dante's on there. And I could have sworn Amy was on here. No, Amy's not on here. So far, I'm just going to go through. I'm going to delete. Oh, Miss G's in the house. What's up, babe? How you doing?
I'm at home. Can you see me? Can't be able to see me?
I can't. I see black, honey.
Because I'm outside.
The name is Dana. Dana.
Yes. What's up, guys? I have to go to the store, but look at this. Tell me when you can see me.
I see you now. I see you now. I see you now.
Here I am. Okay, now look.
I see you.
Look at her. She's just sitting here. But you know what happened this morning? So I thought, okay, this is what happened. When I got home originally, right? When I got home, the car was parked over there.
What? Okay.
Because there was no room in front of my house. Okay.
Okay.
So then, when I went back out to move my car over here,
yeah,
I didn't need my keys. Okay. The thing is, the keys. If my keys are in the car, the car door should unlock when I press on it. Watch this. Okay. Dude,
that's a nice ass car. That's a nice ass ride.
Shit. It opened. It almost opened. It opened. It didn't open earlier.
Yeah.
That means the keys are in here. Fuck, I didn't know that. I tried to open it twice already, and it didn't do it.
Get your keys out of your car.
I don't know where the fuck they are. I have to find them. Let's see if it'll start. Well, it should. Let's see.
Car sounds so
dude,
good.
It's costing me an extra $190, dude. Until tomorrow.
You're keeping that extra day, huh?
Well, I had to. I can't. All I know is I came home and my husband kissed me like 5 times, and I went to sleep. I commented in your chat, but hold on.
Oh, it sounds so good.
Speed racer.
Car sounds really good. All right, I'm gonna go back to sharing my screen. Yeah, that car sounds really good. Holy crap!
This is my car. I'm gonna be buying one of these. You guys
so that's a Dodge Charger?
Look at me.
That's a Dodge Charger, right? Oh, Challenger.
It's a Challenger RT with the Hemi in it.
Oh, it sounds like a Hemi. That sounds good. Mm-hmm.
Dude, I don't know what I'm doing right now. I just did 80 right now. And trust me,
Girl,
like
knock it off.
dude, I hit 120 this week. Like yesterday.
Alright, tell him.
Oh, why is that light on? I'm down.
Please be
Okay,
careful,
that's
Miss
cool.
G.
I'm
Please be
cool.
careful.
Look, see? No stored messages because it's trying to tell me to hook up with my phone on a freaking what you call it. The thing is, I gotta get. Well, no, I don't have to go to the store anymore because now I can get in the car. Ha ha ha! Now I can turn around.
We love you, Miss G. Oh,
Totally
you're
rad.
adorable.
I don't know, dude, because like I was burnt toast, you guys, when I got home last night. You know, right? I mean, I got 2 hours of sleep in 2 days, dude. So it's like, take it easy,
Dude, there's
cowboy.
37 names on this list so far.
Okay, so let's continue with it. No, because the reason why I came on panel was to ask everybody what do they think I should do. Pay for a replacement key with a car rental or what?
now your car's great.
I'm a or what? You know what I mean? Because it's like fucking I always do that shit to myself, dude, and then I always think like fucking where could I have lost it? You know, and I won't peel out here because there's always cops here. Look.
So, Miss G, let me ask you this: did you ever wind up finding the peninsula?
Well, when you get there and you're cruising around, unless there's something else to it, okay? Because when you're cruising around, the main gate is open, but that's it. No other gates are open. There went another Challenger right there, a fucking orange one. That means it's a GT.
Ooh.
Grand Tour.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait to peel out again. I'm gonna go straight just because.
Miss G be badass.
Fucking dude. And then they're like, uh-oh. My husband's like, you got a lead foot that's gonna cost you a lot in gas. And I'm all like, nuh-uh.
So out of the 37 on this list, hold on, I will count.
$150
1,
in gas.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 of them are kids.
Hey,
what?
did you just hear that burnout?
I did heard it. I heard it.
Oh,
It sounds good.
red light.
Red light means go.
Red
No,
light. Look, there's St. Clair Park right there. Can you see the statue?
I sure do. What is that statue of, honey?
That's my husband's favorite saint. That's why he said that he ended up marrying me, because she holds the flower.
Aw, that's so
related
sweet.
to my name. See ya.
She said, see ya. Dude, I love it.
Dude, when I get
Molly, I don't think pagans are bad people either. I will say the same thing about all religions. In every religion, including Catholicism, you have good people and you have bad people. Religion doesn't make the person good or bad. It's their character. It's what they do with their life that makes them good or bad. A lot of people like to blame what they do on God.
Yep.
You know, I've seen how many mass shootings, how many mass killings, how many murders do you see out there that tell you that they did it because God told them to do it?
Yep.
You know, it's yeah, you can't. I feel God is good. God brings people together. God, if you pray,
God wants accountability. He wants you to take accountability, and then he'll forgive you for it.
Yeah. And you know what? God gives us all free will. It's what you choose to do with that free will that you've been granted.
So ask everybody that's in chat right now, how many people saw the live that I did out at Prosser?
I did not get to see it. How many people got to catch Miss G's live at Prosser?
I saw a lot. Yeah.
Mark was there. He seen me walk down to the water. I went down freaking to the water, bro. From up there
Yes.
where the picnic area is, where the fucking big
Uh-huh.
old fucking fire pit is, right? Hold on, I'm trying
Yep, yep.
to put in my seatbelt so it shuts the fuck up. Hold on, I gotta pull over to do this. Hold on. Fucking douche. Hold on.
It's okay.
Fucking sleep. Fucking motherfucker. Alright, I might peel out right here though. Just kidding.
Dude, this
Okay.
story is odd.
So from where the fire pit, the big old huge fire pit is, where there's a big picnic table right there, and those badass wooden benches, right? I
Yeah.
walked down to the water from there.
Dude,
'Cause
that's cool. That's really cool.
I was determined to get to the water. That was my
Girl, I can't
determination,
wait
you
to
know?
make my journey there. I'm hoping it's next year. I'm really hoping
Meet
it's
me there next year. I'll pay half of your ticket to come by plane.
You know what? I already had somebody tell me that they'll pay for however which way I decide to get there. I've had people offer me to put me up in their homes privately. So I'm pretty certain when I say I will be all up in Truckee next year.
Why, you could just stay at a hotel with me.
I mean, I have a lot of people that I can trust that I can, stay with. But I would stay at a hotel with you for sure.
Hey, it cost me $150 in gas, and I'm gonna have to still put my gas tomorrow before I turn it in. Cause look,
That's all that it cost. That's all that it cost in gas to get you there and back, like round trip.
I got the car with a full tank, so I had to return it with a full tank, and I stopped in Sacramento, I think. And put $60 in, and I'm like, I'll just get the rest of it when I get home at Costco, right? And I didn't make it on a half tank of gas home, so I had to stop again and fill it up. $96.
I mean, that's not too bad.
No, it isn't.
What's the price per gallon there right now?
About $6. I would say about,
Ooh, that's, I mean, to me that's crazy.
Yeah, we can find out if we go by a gas station.
Yeah, I think our gas here right now, the last time I got gas, it was $3.64.
Yeah, that hasn't been for years. It hasn't been like that.
Today I paid under $3 at Costco.
Get it, girl.
I know, I love Costco.
We like them deals.
Yeah, I'm talking California though, you guys. Nothing's cheap here.
I know, it's crazy.
That's why, Megan's bitching about paying $11 for bacon. She doesn't have a clue.
What?
That's because she never buys it. That's all, you know what I mean? And I buy premium shit. When I go to the store, I buy like top quality, like peppered bacon. You know what I mean? The top quality shit. Like we buy everything organic in the store.
Boar's Head is the best. Have you had Boar's Head bacon?
Of course. But I'm not much of a meat eater. I don't really like pork or meat that much. I do every now and then, but I'm more of like a vegetable person and fruits and stuff. I like all the stuff that's healthy for you. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Me too.
I gotta retype this.
But I love bacon.
I love me some bacon.
I'd rather have a fat, juicy steak.
Oh, really? I'd rather have both. I like both.
Yeah, both for sure.
I like my meat.
I love lobster. Lobster and coconut.
Oh,
I can live on top. Lobster and coconut water my whole life if I had to.
That car smells so good. All right. Still don't have a date for these two, so I'm gonna have to. I don't have a date for these two, but I do at least have that.
Okay, we gotta set the record straight real quick though on all these things that are happening real quick on the YouTube streets. In reality, I don't agree with what's going on, only for the simple fact that if anybody's gonna judge anybody, it should be it should go to where it belongs to first. Okay.
Absolutely.
And I don't think that defending Megan when she's holding secrets, you guys.
Oh, I'm not here to talk about Megan. I'm not here to talk about no army. I'm not here to talk about no other channels.
I'm not here to talk about any of that either. The thing is, there's only one truth, right?
Yeah.
There's only one. Okay.
And nobody knows the exact truth.
If we're gonna stick to the fact that there's only one truth, you have to know that whoever spoke to the kids, in parentheses, and whoever said that information to, let's say, so and so, instead of saying,
Oh,
saying,
I believe that Megan does have some answers to the truth, but I don't think she knows the truth.
well, look, to me, in my opinion, whoever said, oh no, Kylie was, she was trying to sober up, crawl in the back of her car, knocked her car out of gear accidentally. To me, that sounds like the one. Who
But
else
in
would
my
know that?
opinion, the
Who else
reason,
would
and
know
I'm
that?
not defending Megan, the reason why I take that with a grain of salt is because Megan at that time was speculating as much as us. She was repeating stuff that she was hearing from other people. I've
Right.
watched Megan repeat stuff that she's heard on Ickadmel and 10 to Life and all these other channels. I've heard her repeat stuff from Twitter that made it sound like she was telling a story about her own kid when it was April Cole's kid she was telling a story about.
So what do you
Or
think about
news article she's read. Huh?
Ryan Rintala, right? She said that when she was at the furry thing this week, where Daisy works at, that she fell in
No,
love
I
with
don't.
furry.
I don't
You
follow
guys
all
know
that.
that, right? She was in Reno. You guys don't know about
Yeah,
the
but what
furries?
does a furry convention have anything to do with Kylie Rodney?
Nothing other than the
That's
fact that Megan's over there, right? And she's still talking about Kylie Rodney. And she's still putting her kids out there. So it kind of suspect on it. And it's kind of like,
I wish Megan would stop putting her kids out there for the sake of it all.
she's
That's my
saying that
opinion.
she has doctor's orders to shut it down, right? But
To
it
shut what
seems to be
down?
to shut her everything to get off, to stop that, because it's
I mean,
putting her
yeah, if
life
your
in
doctor,
jeopardy.
if your kids, if your family's telling you get off the YouTubes, you probably should.
It's not healthy for her,
No,
right?
it's
The
not.
only reason, look, you guys, the only reason why Megan's on my list or on my mind or whatever is because she wanted to be, okay? She
Yeah.
wanted to be,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. And
She
she
lives there.
that's why she continues to egg people on because she wants the attention. She wants people to keep talking about her no matter how much she says don't talk about me.
Well, she's like,
However, like
I saw that guy that was in that picture, and she just like laughed, like how she laughed. I just didn't like it, and it's like, like she knows that somebody that in reality, we don't know if Ryan Rintala or anybody else is not involved, but I'm certain that Sammy is. That's for sure. Okay,
and
but
that's the thing is like I have receipts that show that even though Sammy's looking in the direction of both Piper and Ryan is not involved in what happened to Kylie. Does anybody have proof he was even at that party?
Ryan who?
does anybody have proof that he wasn't? Is the question. Because
I
if
have
they were
no
there,
proof
they're a
that shows
suspect.
he was. The proof that I have is that he is raised in a very Christian family, and that family doesn't allow them to attend things as such. They
Who's
don't
Ryan?
drink, they don't drug, they don't do those things. They're
Well,
actually a decent family.
I would tell my mom too. Look, I'm gonna go, like spend the night at my friend's house, dude, and meet up with my boyfriend and get stoned all fucking night. You know what I mean? And make out. You know what I mean? Like,
And it's looking at what these kids are doing with their lives right now. They don't have time to be partying. They don't have time to, you know what I mean? Like seeing what the girl herself has done in the time of her going to high school and now prior to Kylie Rodney. I think they were just people that knew Kylie was a good person. And I think that's why you have them speaking at her celebration of life. Like this whole Megan's got how many ever kids? Okay. Number one, Megan, literally,
I think she's got
I
22. I think she's got 22 kids at this point.
it doesn't matter how, like, honestly, to me, it doesn't matter how many kids. And the fact that people are wasting, and I'm not saying you, but there are people out there that literally waste your time having you look for what they're finding, only to find out that it just solidifies more and more and more and more that Megan has 2 kids. If
Okay,
her
let me be.
ex-husband has kids with somebody else, that still doesn't give somebody the right to even bring those kids into this fight because again they have nothing to do with Kylie Rodney. And
Okay,
then these accused other kids that live out of state again have nothing to do with Kylie Rodney or bringing her justice or any truth to it. Like to continue and
Well,
focus on things about Megan that have nothing to do with Kylie. Like, I can't do it anymore.
at this
Can't.
point, it's more like she didn't think much about joking around about Kylie's death. I would
Yeah, no,
think
it's sickening.
different. I would feel very different if, let's say,
Yeah, and I
let's see,
still hold her accountable to everything that she said around the Kylie Rodney case.
like if she had not come out and said, because she's bearing false witness and saying that Kylie was drunk and drove herself into the lake. Okay, that's the most wrong thing she could have did. Okay, and it's I gotta sit down right here on the curb real quick. You have to excuse me for a minute.
Take your breathers, and I will read this thing because I've never read this, and holy crap, man. So this has been going on for a long time. Body found is likely that of a teen drowning victim. This is from July 18th, 2005. Truckee officials believe they have located the body of Justin Garrick, who is believed to have drowned in a boating accident at Boca Reservoir
And how
on
old was
June
he?
26th. I
He
think
was
15.
how old?
I'm going to read it. Meanwhile,
Bro.
authorities continue searching Donner Lake on Monday for the body of a 15-year-old Sacramento boy who is presumed dead.
Fuck.
So, one, they're looking for a 15-year-old Sacramento kid that possibly drowned in Donner Lake. They're also looking for the 17-year-old Justin Garrick. So, who's this 15-year-old kid that possibly drowned around this time, too? So, there's another name. What?
And what year was that in?
2005, honey.
Yeah, I thought you said 2005. I would be
Like,
curious
and this
to
is
see
the
the
thing, okay?
autopsy.
This is the problem that I have with Truckee right now, okay? Is this has been ongoing since 2005. It has escalated to the point where you're claiming that, and I'm saying alleged because there's still no proof of a party.
Yep.
Or that
Yep,
Kylie,
that's right.
okay? So allegedly there's this party that now, what is it? 17, 18 years later, these kids have now, you know what I mean, gone as far as to drinking and drugging around these waters where people are drowning or whatever they're alleging happened to Kylie. And the saga still continues. Like, your babies are still drowning and dying in your waters, and you're doing nothing to change your laws or secure these areas or put things out that will notify them that they're too close to the edge of the water or what have you.
So then who would know who would know exactly like how to get to the bottom of that? Like, I'm trying to search for like autopsies, for example, to see the people that were found in bodies of water, if those autopsies have anything in similarity, and I'm looking for the length of them, for the length of them, what's all included in them.
Yes.
What did they say, the wording that they use?
What I'm trying to do on my end, honey, is compile this list of names, the causes of death, so that then people can take those list of names that seem suspicious and FOIA their autopsies.
Yeah.
Just give me a little bit of time. Like I said, like between my immune system, you guys have to understand, from fall to spring, my immune system is bottom tier. Like, it is so hard for me to keep my immune system boosted. I sleep a lot more. Plus, I'm a mom. I have a dog. Like, I have other things that I have to do. And I'm still trying to go through all of the information that I have on my computer.
Yeah.
So with that said, like, eventually I am going to make this list for people to do FOIAs, and I still want to do a documentary, and I want their names out there. Even if I start doing lives where I'm presenting all the information I found on that one specific person, so that I can then go back when it's time to make documentary, I have all the information, all my ducks in a row, and it'll just make it easier for everything to play out. You know what I mean?
Well, I was hoping you would kind of like have some of my lives or whatever that I did over there backed up, because I just like decided I was going to delete them today. And so I did.
I hope you don't delete them yet. Did you already? Because I haven't backed them up, honey.
I did, because it's kind of like, there's certain intimate moments to where like, well, because I didn't private my lives, right?
Yeah.
And and it's like I didn't really think about it like fully, because I'm just an open book, and I'm just very sincere and open and
Yes.
transparent, right?
Mhm.
I say everything, okay? And it's like,
Mhm.
it's not to be malicious, but I
Yeah.
halfway go with my gut feeling, and I halfway just have to speak the truth because I feel an
Absolutely.
obligation
Absolutely.
to by God, because
Everybody is entitled to their opinion and to their freedom of speech.
it's kind
With
of
an
like
extent. There,
it's
like for me, with certain people, there is a fine line between what is opinion and what is just outright slander. And like when you know something's wrong and you're putting it out there, that is slander. That is slander. That is
okay.
defamation.
I'm more on the aspect and on the mindset that I want to prove that the paperwork and the examination and the investigation of Kylie's death was improper. I'm not focusing so much on individuals at this point because of the fact that LE didn't do their part correctly.
Yeah, and like for me,
Okay.
my best advice to you as your friend would be to tell you, because I
Right.
love when you do your videos where you go over like scientific things, medical things, when you do comparisons, or whenever you know what I mean, like you're actually
That's my true passion. I don't want to be spending time making fun of Megan. Okay? I don't want to
yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's just that
And I think
that requires a lot more time and sitting down
mhm,
at my computer,
mhm,
and
yeah,
at some point I'm gonna get to that. I'm just not there yet,
mhm.
and I hope to get there. You know what I mean? But right now it's just because I want it to be known that even though we might not be able to prove who was there and did it, okay, we can prove that the manner in which they handled it was improper.
But what people don't understand is, yes, like there are things you can do, which is take said information, put it together enough to where you can present it to an agent or a detective or an investigator or whoever, and they will investigate it so that laws can be changed, so that people can be prosecuted. Like there's a super important reason of why not everything has to be on the internet, and why a lot of things, you know what I mean,
Yeah, but I'm
can
not
be
trusting that
dabbled
because
with.
I trusted that they were, because there were people saying, I already know this is going to turn out to be ruled out as an accident, right? And I was like to myself thinking, I'm holding out hope. I have faith that law enforcement will do what they're supposed to.
Mhm.
Sure would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yep, yep, yep. She was at what happened to her? Oh, she muted herself. Okay. I was gonna say, I know she was just talking. All right, so I'm gonna see. I need to see what day July 15th, 2005 was.
Hey, I need to hop off. I think I'm gonna hit the hay. I'll just hang out and
All
chat
right, honey.
and
Okay. Okay.
talk to you soon. Thanks for
Get
having
you some
me.
sleepy sleep. I love you so much. Have a blessed night, and I hope you go live at some point tomorrow, if not Monday.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
Much
honey.
love, girl.
Much
Thank
love to
you.
you. If anybody else would like to hop up on panel, you are more than welcome to, just to chit chat while I do my research and work on my spreadsheet. I do be squirreling off a lot, and I know I do squirrel, and that's just a part of Squirrels on Fire. What makes you sad, Angel? I'm sorry, I'm gonna catch up on chat. Okay, so CB, you do have information on what happened with Justin Garrick. So let me read chat. Damn, Rebecca, that's a really good comment. I'm gonna pop that on screen for a minute. The weird thing about Justin is his body. His body was, oh my God. His body was found like 2 weeks later, exactly where he fell off the boat. Water finally warmed up enough and he surfaced. See, that just, CB, tell me stuff like that don't sound suspicious. That these kids go missing and they look in the same location of exactly where whatever capsized or whatever allegedly went into water or what have you, whatever caused them to go into the water. Okay. And then a week or two later, They find said child remains in the water in the same exact place that it should have been day one that they looked. So, in my opinion, one of two things are happening here. Either people are killing your babies and putting them where it would make the most sense to write it off as an accidental drowning, which is, that's still illegal. Or law enforcement is just simply not actually looking at these cases and saying that they are. Either which way, also illegal. Oh my, CB. See, you're the person I really need to talk to about. Donner is super deep and cloudy as fuck. See, that's weird because when Nick Wren went into Donner, like it was hazy, like a little foggy, but like it seemed like enough that you could see through it if, like, say for instance, like you were diving down there. Like visibility seemed like it was like 3 to 5 feet. I could be wrong. I've never, like, I would love to personally go to these lakes so that I could see what it looks like underwater. I don't
Who
know
remembers?
if I like
Who
say what?
remembers in the very beginning that when everything first came out, they were describing the area where they were at the supposed party as the awakening or the sanctuary. Does anybody remember that?
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry. I was reading chat.
The fact that in the beginning, when all this started coming out, they were putting it out there that the location where this all happened, the alleged party and everything, was called either the gathering, right, or the awakening. I should say the awakening.
The awakening. That's right.
Or
Yes.
the sanctuary.
Yes.
So there's something to that. Those
yeah, and that definitely, with all the occult stuff that I like research, the books I read just to gain like that perspective of it, like what their belief really is. From what I gathered, yes, that is kind of like paganism right there, or Odinism, or something of that sort. Go ahead.
It's just I was reading now. I was reading what you have on the screen right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna read this.
Okay, let's do it. Go ahead, I'm listening.
So, and then it says, meanwhile, authorities continue searching Donner Lake on Monday for a body of a 15-year-old Sacramento boy who is presumed dead. Do you know anything about that, CB? Like right around the time that Justin Garrick went missing, like this story about this other kid in Donner Lake? Like, this shit's nuts. Like, you're talking you have Justin right now, Justin Garrick, that is at Boca that has allegedly drowned. And then you have this unnamed 15-year-old kid from Sacramento who is already presumed dead at Donner Lake.
At 2005 though, right?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if there's any what the spacing is in between all these deaths that happen like out of the blue.
Me
like
too.
Or are they random?
Me too.
You know, like
that's why I kind of want to make this list. I want to include the dates, where they're missing from, like where they were found at, like all of these things, because I think doing this is going to put a lot of shit into perspective for us all.
And also, my opinion was that the flyer that went out saying "say the farewell to your favorite senior," right?
That shit just it bothers me.
In my opinion, that was a cover up for the fight club that was due to go down. Right, they have to have somewhere to gather to do the fight club. They can't just
yeah. Well, yeah. CB, do you by chance remember his name? This 15-year-old kid. Okay, so I'm gonna finish reading some of this. Just before noon on Monday, a boater found a body floating in the reservoir and called the sheriff's department. While the identity of the body has not been determined, the physical description and clothing match 17-year-old Garrick, according to the Nevada County Sheriff's Department, because Boca would be Nevada County. The boaters put a flotation device on their body to keep afloat until they put Oh, they floated that body on top of the water.
Because the minute you take it out of the water,
They should have,
it's
but that's the thing is they shouldn't have floated it. Like they should have just left it
they
alone
had to.
until,
They had to once they found it, but
and then the
to keep
fire
it afloat,
department
otherwise they have
removed
to
them.
stay down there and hold it down because petrification of your body it really speeds it up. So to preserve it, they had to keep it like that till they were able to.
Man.
Yeah, that's why.
Well, yeah, and I know, like, but that's the thing is the boaters put a float. Okay, so the people that okay, I see what's going on. The fisherman, the dude that was in the boat, put a floater on him to keep him up. But okay, but it's just odd. Like, okay, so you found a deceased teen in water, and the Truckee Fire Department is what came and handled that. Right, this is weird. The
It's
boaters
saying
put
that
a
the body was
flotation
found
device.
near a buoy. Near a buoy. So that means that there's something that the
No, it
buoy must
doesn't.
be
It
anchored
says
to.
just before noon on Monday, a boater found a body floating in the reservoir. And what CB is saying in chat is the fact that he went missing for 2 weeks. Here, let me just read what she said. His body was found like 2 weeks later, exactly where he fell off his boat. Water finally warmed up enough, and he floated up because warmth is gonna cause the gases to expand, and he's gonna float even quicker. Which is odd to me because if he was missing for 2 weeks, like he would have floated way sooner than that, wouldn't he have?
It all depends on what was around him down there to hold him down that
Nothing. You're
long.
talking about Boca, like both Boca and Donner. They don't have buoys out there. They're just small lakes. They're technically reservoirs. Boca at least is.
Well, if you read down,
I'm gonna keep reading.
okay, yeah, that's what it
But
says down below.
it's just the boaters put a flotation device on the body to keep it afloat until Truckee Fire Department arrived at the reservoir with a boat and recovered the body. Like it's odd that the fire department is what recovered his body. Nevada County Sheriff's deputies arrived later and took over the recovery operation. The body showed signs of an impact.
Mm-hmm.
What? So
Actually,
he was going really fast on a boat and fell off. Like, did they
firefighters are first responders?
So CB, like, was he? Because you would know. Like, was he out boating really fast and fell off his boat? Like, did they find his boat? Like, what type of boat? Okay, he fell off the boat with friends, and parents think hit his head on propeller. So he was with people, and they knew to look for him there, and they didn't find him. Like, Boca isn't. I mean, it's like 100. What is it? Like 114 feet deep at max. I don't even think Boca gets that.
I don't think
deep.
it's that deep.
I thought it was like 65 feet.
Yeah, I don't think it's that deep.
Like, I'm really confused. I mean, I understand like 2005, like that the technology then probably was nothing near what they used for like even Kylie. But like, if you're with a group of friends,
okay, so
and you fall off a boat.
Dark? The question is, was it dark when they were out there? Right? Because if it's dark and, for example, they have like a little.
I don't think you're allowed to have boats on water at night. I think after a certain hour, you're not allowed to have boats on water.
I don't know.
I think it's dusk.
I don't know. Because at the Delta over here, they have houseboats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you're not going to have houseboats on Boca.
Right.
It's not like Tahoe. You know what I mean? Like, if the story was at Lake Tahoe, I would say, okay, possibly. But when you're talking about Boca, Stampede,
if there was other people around and they would have known that he drowned, the thing
like, I don't even think they have boat houses on Donner, do they, CB?
No, they won't. They won't. Houseboats are like permanent things, and they're
usually... and that's the thing. Like, okay, so he's with people. Like, that's what's concerning for me is he was with people, and they know exactly where he fell off the boat, whether he hit his head on a propeller or not. Okay, like they know where he fell off. So why did it take 2 weeks for his body to float up?
Well, because when you first get in the water and you start to panic, but nobody knows, right? It's like people can drown and you don't even know that they are because they don't make
But that's
noise.
the problem that I'm having. Like, it's not the fact that the body took however long to float. It's the fact that they know where to look for the body. And if
It
they
seems
would have
like maybe
looked,
he fell off and got a head concussion of sorts, and they got scared and probably didn't say nothing. And after he drowned and water went into his lungs, he sunk to the bottom, and
CB,
he didn't come
I
up
would
until the
love
gases.
for you to contact me the way that you and I do talk and tell me a little bit more, like, what you know about his story, because I would
Yeah,
like to do like a documentary series. And I think still, in my opinion, it doesn't matter what the way that these children's deaths are pronounced. I still think even 10 years later, they deserve to have their stories told
yeah, and
in
to do
as
a
factual of
comparison.
a manner that I can. Because, like, when you go and you look for news stories on this stuff, like, there's not very many news articles. Like, it's like they're wiping this stuff off because, and this is just from me doing my own research, like, if you go back to these papers back in 2004 and 2005, all the other news stories about, happy Halloween stuff and Thanksgiving and stories of their community and the
It ain't
events that
all
they're
like
having,
that. It's not
those are
even
all
like that.
still there. But then these stories like this aren't, you can't find anything,
Well,
you
to do
know
a comparison, a side by side comparison, let's say, and look for the similarities, if
yeah.
any.
Well,
And,
but the thing of it is like, what I would like to do is, if these stories have closure to them and the family truly believes that, this, like, we have the proof that it is what it is, and remove their names from this list. I'll still keep another list of, the names of the lost in Tahoe, the Tahoe region in Truckee. You know what I mean? I'm still going to do that. But I want a list of suspicious deaths from families that feel that nobody ever talked about the death of their child, or from friends that feel that there was no justice brought to whatever. And if we can find enough suspicious deaths, we got a case,
I mean, how do you even cremate a person that's drowned? I mean,
honey. I
how is that even possible?
that's a lot of energy to do that, but yeah.
It's just like,
Ugh.
and that's my curiosity
That
too.
makes
How,
me nauseous.
I mean, is there a reason why the cremation was chosen versus the burial? I would like to know more why that process of like that choosing that process took place. I know I'm not entitled to know the answer because I'm not owed it, it's not owed to me, but it's
Yeah.
just because it would be good to understand better,
Yes.
like, because I don't want to think bad things about Lindsay, for example,
Okay.
because I just don't. Okay, it's not in my
Yeah.
heart that I want to do that, but in order to better understand why she took the actions that she did, it would help, you know, if she did anything other than what she did.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
CB says, and I'm going to put this up on screen, that Justin Garrick's family had
Had
closure and it was
mhm,
purely accidental and super sad. In my opinion,
yeah.
it's just something sounds off about it. I'm still going to keep his name there. I'm still going to include him in the documentary. If his family would like to either say something or have something put along the context of it, they're more than welcome to reach out
Allegedly,
to me. But CB, yeah, I would like to know, like, I would like to know a little bit more information on that, because
Kylie's
it just,
family supposedly has closure, but we all know that that can't be.
well, and that's the thing, like, that's what I want to look into is law enforcement lying to these families and telling them and making the story seem appealing enough that these family members actually believe it enough to find the actual closure? Or do these parents, like, quietly and in the back of their mind, like, when they think about their child, do these questions appear that maybe it wasn't as accidental as they told me it was? And that's what I like. These are goals I want to Oh, you have an article in the Sierra Sun and she stirred the pot. CB, I love it, dude. I love her. So you said there's an article in the Sierra Sun about him? Okay, so I'm going to keep this over here. And even if I go super slowly on this spreadsheet, like I don't want to be one of those content creators that just grabs a whole bunch of names and it has no meaning to it. Like I want to learn their full stories. I want to learn what happened to them, how it happened to them, when it happened to them, and why. I don't want to put things out there because in my opinion, like his death kind of sounds suspicious, honey. I'm not. But I also want to do it respectfully enough that if these families have found absolute closure in it and they don't want the announcement of it, like I don't want to do that, Okay, CB. I'm gonna. Oh, you wrote to them, to the Sierra Sun, or you wrote in this. I'm confused, but then again, it is kind of late and I'm smoking, so. Hi, Miss Billy, darling, honey. If you want to hop up here, you're more than welcome to as well. I'll drop the link. We're just chit-chatting while I am going through all of the articles that I've found on deaths by like water, murder, what's alleged to be suicide. And I'm just trying to compile a spreadsheet with the information, kind of trying to talk to people in chat that may or may not know any information about these cases so that I can look into them, research them properly. So, and CB has been super helpful in letting us know about Justin Garrick. And we got Miss G up here. She's always lovely and funny as hell. So we got, I love having you up here.
I got puppy treats at the hotel.
Look, I thought you were flipping me off, Miss G. I thought that was your middle finger till I saw the top of the bone. Yes, please, CB.
I love
Please,
you
if
guys.
you
I'm
find your
hopping
letter,
out, but
please.
I just wanted to
Definitely.
make sure that you're not going to be buddies with Megan again. Otherwise, we're going to have to break up over
No,
it.
and that's the thing is like, somebody thought that I was like gonna start being buddy with like CNY. No, like after what she did to me, no, like that ended it for me, And with as far as Megan goes, she's still in my opinion, I think she's a piece of shit for how she did fucking Kylie Rodney. Okay,
exactly.
That's just that's my honest opinion. I don't like a lot of things that she said. I don't agree with a lot of the way she went about saying or expressing these things. But also, I have no proof, okay? None. People can speculate all they want, and it would be biased of me and also wrong of me, you know what I mean? Knowing what I know, because like I said, I don't put everything out there, but knowing what I know, it would be wrong of me. I'm not saying you, I'm not saying Ninja Chihuahua, I'm not saying any other content creators that so choose to keep, you know what I mean? If you don't want to let off Megan, don't. More power to you, girl. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to comment. I'm probably going to thumb that shit up. But what I'm also saying is like, in my research, I see no proof that Daisy was at the party. I see no proof that Brayden was at the party.
I don't think they were. I never thought that they were there ever.
I see nothing that ties them to what happened to Kylie Rodney. The only thing that I keep in the back of my mind is also the reminder that Megan, who came here to defend the kids, okay, her daughter is best friends with Sammy.
Okay, and I'd like to clear up, I'd like to know why Crane was over there on her live last night. Or whenever that was.
I don't keep track of people. I have no idea.
Where's Crane? Is she here?
No, she's probably in bed.
Okay. But yeah.
Oh, Blind was on there too on Mags earlier. Blind was on there.
And like, and that's the one thing that I want to clarify. Look, just because somebody calls themselves a squirrel, I don't care if they go mosey on to Megan's lives. I don't care if they go to people that I don't agree with.
I darn well do. Like, see, I'm not like that. I'm like that. I don't share, and I don't like that. See?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're gonna be friends with Megan, then I'm not gonna talk to you. Yep.
Yeah, and like, and I'm not ever going to be that type of person to tell people who they can and can't talk to. Like, it would be like me in my real life, okay, right now, because I don't like one of my exes or because I don't like somebody that I don't fuck with anymore, that if, like, for instance, my niece, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people of her friends that I don't care for. And I know there's a lot of people that she didn't care for on my end, but it doesn't stop me and her from talking simply because I'm just, if you're hanging out with that person in that time frame, I'm not gonna fuck with you, you know?
This is like,
That
for
type of thing.
example, you and I didn't speak for 8 months, right?
Yes.
And a
Yeah.
lot of stuff happened in those 8 months. And I wish that we would have like stuck together and maybe
I do
like
too, honey. I do
done
too.
great things together. But
Yeah.
I couldn't stick around, and then that thing happened that you know what it was, right? And so
Absolutely.
what happened between us doesn't normally usually happen, right?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
And it's like, I think it's like a second chance at something that was already good, because I see a lot of my qualities in you and who you are, you know. And
Yeah.
I've always respected you and liked you, and I kind of like was hurt and by being misunderstood. But
Yes. Yes.
on the learning process of it, I understood that it wasn't really your fault, and it wasn't my fault too, you know what I mean? So we came together again. But under normal circumstances in the real world, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, and
You know,
and in the real world, and also for me, like, the person that you see here on YouTube or listen to here on YouTube is the same person I am in my real life. Like, I don't have enough time to invest in a persona. I don't
yeah.
have I have way too much going on with all the research I'm doing, being a mom full time, taking care of Nova, like doing my own hobbies and getting out and enjoying the things that I like to do, to sit here and try to perfect or try to pretend to be somebody that I'm absolutely not. You know,
Yes,
it's just
drift
easier.
away. Drift away's comment is very good. She's a bully loudmouth. Look at me, mental case, and I am
Mhm.
more than sure she was one far before anything happened on YouTube
Yeah, yeah,
via Kylie and Chatters. It's completely true, because now she's
yeah.
saying because of us, she's on meds, and I'm like, dude, that happened way before this. But
Okay, so Molly,
hi,
like,
Billy baby.
I have a solution to that problem. Like, okay, I don't think attacking Megan for things that have nothing to do with Kylie are needed.
if
However,
she
there's
keeps
this
Kylie's
really,
if she keeps Kylie's name out of her mouth, then I'll shut the fuck
but
up
here's
about
the
her.
thing, Mishti, like, the really simple solution to Megan's problem, there could be two of them. And I keep telling everybody the same two things. Megan, either go make a new YouTube channel, tell those super close friends of yours, like the close friends of yours,
And I mean, never ever even whisper Kylie's name.
and make a new channel and go talk about the things you want, or simply get off of YouTube and it all stops. You can go
She
back to
can't, and
this
she won't,
life,
because by
and
herself she would have never been
and
here.
that's what I see with what's going on with Megan, is the fact she hasn't done those things or made any real changes to get away from Kylie or get away from putting her kids out there. Like, she still continues to do it to herself. And I really can't blame people for still putting it in, like, just showing herself to herself, you know, here, look in the mirror, you know. But at the same time, I think Megan does like that attention. Like, once she got a taste of that attention on YouTube, whether it's good or bad, like, it just, in my opinion, yes, Megan might have like the cleaning business that keeps her busy, her kids that keep her busy, blah, 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 blah. However, I feel Megan has like this addiction to YouTube to where she doesn't care if it's good attention or bad attention. She just wants the attention. And then she wants to cry about it while the pattern continues. You see what I'm saying? Like, at one point, there has to be a point where Megan has to realize that if she would just stop for a minute and think about it, and if she made the proper changes, which would be to either get off YouTube and focus on her mental health, or make a new channel, take her real friends and move over to there. Like, I've seen people that she is friends with now, or people that she's parted ways with, how many alternative accounts or how many channels they've made, to just simply make a new channel and go over there. Don't bring up Kylie.
Yeah.
Don't bring up things that you don't want people talking about, because eventually, yes, people are going to find you.
Yep.
You know, only put out there what you're comfortable with other people digging on you about. Look, I got people out there making fun of my mouth because I was mauled by a dog. I don't give a fuck. I got people out there saying that I'm still doing drugs. And guess what? In a couple few more months, I'm going to be 2 years sober. I know what is true.
Yep.
Okay. I have people saying that I follow so many different religions. I've had people for years and years and years say that I'm a witch because I like bones and sticks and nature. I have people saying that I'm a pagan because I read books about them. Look, I have books about Catholicism. Does it make me a Catholic? Fuck no, it doesn't. I have books on numerous freaking religions, Chinese religions. It doesn't make me any of those things.
Make sure you're sitting down because you might fall down.
I'm allergic. It's making me, every time y'all talk about religion, I start sneezing. I think I'm.
I know, and that's the thing is like, and I also understand that there's friends of mine that are agnostic or they're atheist, and they don't even want to talk about religion, because back when I was a teenager,
I'm gonna shock you.
I was atheist. I'm
gonna shock you. Guess what I did? I was in Megan's live once.
Uh-huh.
Do you guys believe that?
I don't ever remember.
I started talking to her. Go ahead.
I remember you being in chat, but I don't ever remember you being up on panel.
I don't know why you would lie. I don't think any. Well, I don't know.
I never would lie. I don't have any reasons to. Yeah, I don't get paid to, and I'm not scared. The only reason why people would lie is for two reasons, right? They either have a payoff,
something to hide.
Okay, something to hide, or a reward. Those are the only two reasons.
Well, and there's only two reasons. It's something to hide or something to gain.
I think I'm just naturally cynical or something, y'all. That's what I think I am. I think I'm gullible, yet cynical. You know what I mean?
What does cynical? What's cynical mean? Cynical means what? I forgot.
Like not trusting, but at the same time, once I trust, I trust too hard. You know what I mean? Maybe I trust too hard once I trust, but it took me a lot to trust. You know?
Yeah.
But then now I'm just like thinking everybody's lying again. I'm so confused with this.
And that's the thing around like what we all come together and enjoy. I mean, it sucks that we enjoy doing this, but enjoy getting together and having the discussions. I don't even know what I was saying. I'm really
it was rough being at Prosser. It was really rough. I mean,
I'm sure it was, honey. I bet there was so many emotions and so much flowing through you.
Crazy. Mark was there the whole time with me. He'll tell you guys about it, but I'm jumping down. I love you guys. I'm
love you.
Have to break up over Megan.
Oh, okay.
And I love you, Billy, and I love everybody in chat. And thank you guys for those that were with me during my journey when I needed you there to keep me awake and to keep my mind going and to keep me from being sad and crying. And
absolutely, honey. And I'm going to continue doing that.
And sad, you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I didn't really feel comfortable going back to that tattoo shop. I saw the white dude, which I think is what's her name's father. You know, I saw him there. He came in with his dog, nice looking German Shepherd, and the other dude's name. He was an Indian, you guys. He was Indian with long black hair, you guys.
Oh shit,
he was badass, dude. Yes, dude,
that's cool as hell.
And you know what?
Native American Indian or like
before I get off, I got to tell you about the experience that I had going. I just got chills right now. Hold on.
Okay, I love your stories. Please
watching into watching it. Okay, I just the chills are still here. They're not going away. So when I walked in there,
so excited.
I said, "Hey, you got time to do?" I don't know how I put it. I recorded it and I posted it already. But he said, "No, I got a job at 10:30," and I'm all, "Oh, that's cool. Is that right?" And then he's like, I'll be free like after that, like around 12:30 or whatever. And he's like, you can call me or you can just look for me on Instagram, I think he said. And he reached out his hand to shake my hand, and he looked in my eyes and he goes, "I'm Juan Carlos." Juan Carlos was his name.
Who's Juan Carlos?
He was an Indian with long black hair. And I told him, I don't know how I put it. It's in my video, but I told him, I complimented him on his hair. And it was weird. It was weird, you guys, because I'm Indian, right? My mom's like South American Indian, and I have like, that's where I get my like spirituality from, you know. And like I pick up on things, and there was some type of connection, but I can't really exactly pinpoint what it was. When we shook hands and he told me his name, but before that I was looking at the tattoo books that they have there in the shop, and I came to the conclusion that I want a feather tattoo.
Oh, that sounds pretty. It
I
sounds
want a
really
feather
yeah.
tattoo with the number 17 above it.
Are you gonna do like a watercolor style feather?
I kind of want like a tribal, like Indian tribal, like
Tribal,
native
hell
Indian,
yeah.
like
That's
native
what's up.
Indian. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I
That
want a
sounds so
badass feather,
beautiful.
dude. I'm
That's
gonna
really
get a
cool.
badass feather with a freaking number 17 for Kylie. And I
Yeah,
didn't know about the feather, because I told him I'm undecided on what I'm getting, because I didn't really want to tell him I'm getting the number 17. You know, I was just kind of hitting to him that like I've been like having the urge to get a tattoo lately, and this and that and this and that. And he's like, yeah, you know, like certain times of our lives, we, you know, sometimes like we go through things, you know, and this and that. But like, say if he would have had time to work on me, I would have had a feather done on that day. But after I left there and everything, and after seeing that dude come in, I didn't really look in his eyes. I just seen like the side and the back of him, and he had red short hair. A white dude came in with a German Shepherd, and I guess he's the boss.
Wow.
And that's the
okay,
book
so
of
this
the artist book that I looked at was his, and he does badass work.
these two are the ones their stories are being told together. So I'm gonna delete two rows. Keep talking. I'm just kind of mumbling to myself.
Okay, so
I'm just kind of mumbling to myself with chat. So go ahead.
Well, when I first got there to the tattoo shop, right, nothing opens until 10 o'clock in Truckee. I don't know what the hell. They're all lazy or
10
something.
o'clock in the morning?
No, 10 o'clock
10.
in the morning. Yeah, like
What?
everybody. Like the thrift store doesn't open until 10. The tattoo store
Whoa.
doesn't open until
Wow.
10. The
That
donut
sounds
shop
Really
doesn't open
cool.
until 10.
Nice. Well, not if I want to shop though.
like
Yeah,
okay.
everything.
So that's weird because like here, and I mean we're like a mountain town. Like we have resorts here. We have.
Yeah.
I
Don't try
think
to
we have
open early.
more like no. It's more than California, but not as many as New York or something like that. Maybe it's backwards, but yeah, like everything here opens at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Then you have banks that open at like banks and post office, which is 8, but then like small shops that open here sometimes at 9, but almost everything here opens as early as like 6 to 8 a.m.
Yeah, I parked right directly in front of the door, and there was a lady there coming out with a little girl when I first got there. A lady with dark hair and a little girl that was like maybe 4 or 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if they were related to the guy, the owner, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But they were talking. I didn't pay too much attention to what they were saying because I was still in the car. I was waiting for her to leave so that I can get out of the car and go in. But that was a weird interaction. I'm gonna go back to that tattoo shop next year and talk to Juan Carlos, or I might even call him.
Hell yeah, girl.
Get a hold
That's
of him
really
on
cool.
Instagram, and I have a feeling that I might be able to click with him in a special kind of way, somewhat. But it
Yep.
wasn't time yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I don't know if it's like the same out there. Like there are a lot of like tattoo artists that work here in shops with multiple artists. I mean, some have their own shops, but then there are some that also have like a garage that is built onto their home that is set up to be sanitized and everything like that do work out of their homes.
Like,
So I
you
don't
know
know.
how the Indians that they do their
Like the tap ink, tapping it in.
no, their special like calling, or I don't know what they call it really, like
Oh,
not wailing, but
yeah, that call. Yeah. Yep. Mhm.
all that. I kind of
That
like I almost heard that in the background, like the whole like Indian noise, tribal noises that they make.
Yeah.
You know, I heard that like faintly, like in like somewhere in my body. I can't tell where. It wasn't really in my ears. It was just,
Oh wow.
it felt like it was really in my chest or in my stomach, to be honest. You know, so I didn't really
Sorry,
stick around to
this
examine that too much, but I
here.
was in there for about 10 minutes, you know, like
I
There's
have
lots of
them.
spiritual stuff from Native Americans there.
yeah.
You
So
know, in
I'm
that
gonna
area.
try to connect with him and see what I can
Yeah.
find out that way. But I love you guys. I'm jumping off. I'm still here.
I love you, babe. Have a
Okay,
great
That's
night.
so cool,
Great
Miss
night.
G.
Bye, guys.
Love you. That's so awesome. I'm glad
Yeah.
she's home safe and she
What am
accomplished
I
what she
doing,
was
dude? I could just put
trying to
Truckee here.
figure out. That's a nice positive experience. The tattoo shop. Nice.
Stevie, do you by any chance could you find the accurate dates from when Justin went missing to when he was found? If that's not something you can do like within the next, I don't know, couple days, I can do it as I go through all this stuff. But I'm just trying. How you doing, honey? How's your day
I'm
gone?
fine. Oh, I think I'm sick. I have a little cold or something. I've been sneezy and itchy. Yeah. So I think I just have a little something going around or something. But otherwise,
I know there's a yuck going around this side of the. So I'm pretty sure that it's everywhere by now.
Yeah, I'm usually not sneezy and stuffy, but I'm stuffed up and everything too. So.
Oh wow.
It's just a little cold.
I can't remember this dude's name off. I don't know why I can't.
Otherwise, I'm good. Thank you. How are you doing? I'm so glad that we're all getting along now. We're all going to start getting along, and it'll be okay.
Yeah, and like that's what I'm trying to explain to people. Like, if somebody wants to come here and discuss whatever, I don't mind. But there's just certain things that I just don't feel, for me and for what I'm trying to do with my channel, are worth discussing. Like, it's nonsense. Like, I am fully aware people talk shit on me all day long. I don't care, you know? I know that Miss Crazy Lady has been saying my name an awful lot and just can't let it go. Honey, just let it go. Go focus on Kylie Rodney. Go focus on getting the truth for her. Go focus on whatever you're doing. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you continue to slander my name, which everything you've said about me is slander, I will sue you. And I'm not playing around. Like, I actually thought about selling my car today and filing a lawsuit.
Oh, gosh.
Like, I'm done with that. And the thing that makes me so angry about her is most of the information she's putting out, even though she thinks it's the truth, like, there's no base to it even. It's misinformation, okay? And then the fact that she says that I'm telling people what they can and can't do since when?
Yeah, you've never done that.
You know, and then the fact that she's saying, like, I'm the one that's hacking her or people that I know. Bitch, shut the fuck up.
Well,
like,
that's why I stay around you. You haven't been doing
her own mental health before she starts talking about other people. Because at this point, she is as bad as Megan, if not worse. She reminds me of Jeff, just making shit up so people listen to her things that people have literally debunked to her, directly to her in her chat. And if you do it, then, well, that's not my opinion. I gotta block you. Like, who does that? Like, I'm not doing that shit no more. And I'm surely not going to sit there and have her making this shit up when that is slander. That is slander when you're making things up about me or my child or people that I might or might not know. Like, legitimately, what she's doing is slander, and she can be sued from it. Not just from me, but from Megan, from the Rentalas, all of these people that she talks about, that she's saying it's just her opinion. Sweetheart, there is a fine line between freedom of speech and opinion and straight slander. And I'm telling you, you are on a slippery slope to a lawsuit by somebody. And if your channel gets taken down, it's not because people are hacking you. It's because people are reporting you for putting out misinformation. If you stop putting out misinformation, people won't report your shit. Like, you're literally putting pictures of kids up on your screen and claiming that there's somebody that they're not, linked to somebody that they're not. And there's no, everything that you've said, I've went and I've, with the stuff that I pay for. I'm not using free things that can lie to you, can mislead you, can tell you information that is inaccurate because it's free. Google is not always the place to trust for answers. Sometimes you have to take money and invest in software and in things that will help you get the proper information.
Yeah, and even then there's like triple checks. It's like double check, triple check, because like information can be wrong too. It could be or misspelled.
What I'm not going to do is sit there and go through all of her videos and tell her what she absolutely has wrong. like absolutely with fact,
Crazy.
has wrong. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to give her the benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to add fuel to the fire. I'm not doing none of those things. What I am saying is like 80% of this stuff you're saying, honey, it's not true. It doesn't bring truth for Kylie. Your impersonations aren't helping Kylie. They're not helping truth. They're not helping justice. And right now, it's not making you look very Christian either. And the fact that like so many people have been trying to say it to her, and I really haven't been, I don't care enough to say anything, but it has gotten to a point where enough is enough. Like what she's doing is not like, okay. So if you have crucial information, the last thing you want to do is take that crucial information and tell everybody about it on YouTube. That's why I don't have new information, honey, because I know how to keep my cards in front of me and take them to the proper people. Because YouTube,
you keep all what you need to keep. I'm
yeah,
so
and
grateful.
the thing that is like putting that stuff on YouTube ruins any chance at any type of justice for Kylie. And then like when you're making videos saying that you're doing something or that you know the answers and that you've solved a case, and then that video isn't even about what your claim, that's also against terms of service. Like it's not even about what she's saying for me. Well, I mean, kind of it is. It's the fact that she continually breaks terms of service, and it's not my terms of service, not the Queen Scrolls terms of service. They're actually what you signed up for, what you monetized your channel for, all of those things you agreed to, you're breaking. You're literally breaking. Like you're literally putting pictures of minors up on your channel. It's appalling. Christians don't do that. I'm sorry. I can't with that lady anymore. And people, you know what? Y'all are free to go watch her all you want.
I can't.
All you want.
Crazy.
But it makes me feel crazy. It makes me then go waste my time to make sure that I did have the receipt that I probably already told her that she didn't pay attention to. Yeah, there were so many people in Discord that was correcting all of her stuff, and she's like, oh, they're out to get me. And it's like, no, honey, we're just trying to correct the information that you have wrong. That's all we're trying to do. We're just trying to help you not look stupid or crazy.
It's not always hacking. Sometimes it's just your ISP or power surge. It's not always hacking.
Like the fact that she thinks now everybody's out to get her. Nobody's buying your trailer park to kick you out. Nobody's over there making your light turn off and on. Nobody is doing that stuff to you.
Yeah, you have to troubleshoot. You can't just assume it's hacking y'all. But like, yeah, if you get emails, don't click on them. But just normal stuff, you can look at YouTube and like, you know, how to keep your computer safer and stuff.
Some of the information she puts out there, like she lies about where she gets it from. Like the one picture she tried to say she got from my Discord. No, you didn't. I don't have pictures of Megan's family anywhere. Like I don't need that. Has nothing to do with Kylie. Okay. Then she keeps showing that one picture of, it's like the Asian girl, the black girl, like they look like they're at like somewhere in some place in China or whatever. And then there's that girl that looks like something's definitely wrong with her. You know, the white girl, real pasty girl. Okay. She claims that somebody sent that to her. And I have the proof of when she put it in Discord, when she sent it to me over a DM, of where she said somebody that was threatening her. That was, and I went and looked for myself. I screenshot it for myself. I document everything. Okay. And it's not to discredit her. I just kept it in case, like she told me, if something would happen to her, please hold on to this. And I was like, all right, I will, you know, put it in, you know, in filings with everything else that's just clogging up my computer. Somebody didn't send that to her. She found that on their Facebook as like, you know, the cover is called a cover photo. That was the person that was messaging her, threatening her. That was their cover photo. It wasn't that they sent it to her to send her a message. Like she literally took somebody's cover photo and said that they sent it to her, and nobody sent it to her. It was just so happened to be that the person that was contacting her, threatening her, had that image as their profile thingy. Like, it's just weird how much, like, the depths she'll go to, like, and she's lying to people.
That's why I appreciate you and the way you bring receipts. Always you have
Like, it's
receipts.
just
It's
disgusting.
amazing.
It's disgusting. And if like I said, if you all still want to go watch that and call that entertainment, have fun. I will not be. If there is a mention of me, please continue to do what you're doing. I will continue to document it because if push comes to shove, I don't care if it makes your ass homeless. I don't care what it does. I will file a lawsuit. It's not going to be very hard because we're neighbors, you know. We just got a border between us.
You're the same state. Yeah, same states are easy to do that
And the
for.
thing that is, okay, and I'm not sitting here claiming to be a Christian. What I do is speak on things that should be talked about. Okay. When you have enough people bringing things to your attention, eventually it gets to a point where you got to address it. You know,
Yeah, I've seen things I don't even want to tell you. I mean, you already know, obviously, but like,
I
yeah,
mean,
it's
there's
like
a lot of people
it's
that are, I'm
horrible.
just like, look, all
Just
day
making
long
it
for the
worse.
past 3 days, like, everybody has been coming at me every which sideways. Oh, this person said this about you. I can't believe she said this. Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. It's fucking deplorable behavior. However, there's only so much I'm willing to listen to and tolerate before, like, I will literally be like, all right, guys, I'm taking this week off. I'm not doing this shit right now. You know what I mean? And I will just pump out shorts or regular videos. Like, but it's to the point where, like, where do people get to say enough is enough? Like, the majority of the stuff that she claims that she has receipts for, and she'll just make it make sense to you, and then she'll show you a picture that she claims to be somebody, and it's not that somebody. Like, it's not that somebody. It's not. Call Ryan Upchurch. I got the story. You know, like, it's weird as hell.
What? Oh my god.
Like, it's weird as fucking hell. And like, the whole point that I'm making is, like, if she literally feels that this information is so vital to the Kylie Rodney case, why don't you shut the fuck up about it and do something about it rather than put it out on YouTube to ruin any chance that you do at that Kylie does get her justice. Otherwise, you're only here to put the truth out here and don't care what comes out of it. I do. I'm doing things behind the scenes that I don't feel I have to talk about or explain why I keep going over and over and over and over the same thing over again. You ever thought maybe it's me trying to point to things that should be put together? And then I go and I teach people how to use certain websites to figure out why I'm saying what I'm saying?
It showed me I was going in a rabbit hole that wasn't there. So yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Yep.
I honestly hope somebody commits her. Like, I honestly, at this point, would not doubt if the kids see how their mom's behaving and, like, their way to fuck with her and giggle up in their rooms is to turn her light off on her. That or it's a faulty light.
Yeah, it could be lots of different things.
It could honestly be a sign from God. Oh, that topic right there, maybe you should shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah, it's probably a circuit. I mean, no one hacks into like the
No, honey,
lights.
don't. Like, okay,
It's
so
ridiculous.
my Bluetooth, every once in a while, like while I'm in a live, like, will shut off. It doesn't mean that somebody's hacking me. It's not going to send me in a panic. Yes, I do have people that watch me and follow me in black vehicles with black windows. I have really weird shit happen around me, but the last thing that I'm going to do is come on the internet and panic about it so they know that I'm fucking scared, pretending like I'm not scared. I'm not scared, and I'm not going to talk about it, and I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. Now, every once in a while, if someone hacks me, I kind of make fun of them, but whatever. Like, it's literally like you're manipulating people's feelings with saying, "Oh, guys, I'm being hacked." So people, like, you use that as like the what the hell is that called? It's not plateau of a movie. What's that? The peak point of a movie? You know, like the point,
climax.
the climax of the movie. You know what I mean? Like, and it is. It's like she has to have this like climatic, crazy thing that's going on to get people's attention so that they listen to what she's putting out. And like these pictures, okay, y'all, that picture of that Jasmine chick, that is looks nothing like Megan or Daisy or anybody in Megan's family. And I can't
Dude,
get
I
over
can't
the fact that
even with this.
like
I'm
she's trying to
dead.
say that it looks like the person in the back of the car. No, honey, if you would look in Discord, if you would do your actual research, you would know the name of every single girl that's in the back of that car, as well as their fucking TikToks and Instagrams. Like, it blows my mind that she continues to be like, you guys, it's this person. Look, doesn't this shade because I've printed out something that looks like it has such a saturation filter or the hue or the lighting has changed. Like, that is not the original image. And that's why I highly recommend share screen.
Yeah,
Share
those
screen.
pixels are really fuzzy. Those pixels
Yeah,
are
like
huge. I
the
can't.
scars on Ryan's hands that clearly have, they're scars. They're red scars like that. Those scars have been healing for months and months and months and months and months. You know, months and months and months and months. But those are fresh. Those are new. Those are because of cotton. No, lady, please stop. Please stop. Like, I can't, like, after listening to it for so many months of inaccurate information. And then like these outbursts, and it's crazy to me, y'all. Like, it's crazy to me. And then the fact that she says she is the only person on YouTube that is here for justice or truth for Kylie. Lady, you done lost your damn marbles.
Yeah, I mean, that's not very polite.
There are
I think
so many
everyone's
people on
working.
YouTube that are doing in the way that they do their thing that are actually, they'll probably get truth out to the proper people and justice for Kylie long before you, sweetheart. Like, she's so clickbaity. She's so cringe. I can't do her. I personally will not watch her. But if she keeps slandering me, please keep letting me know, because if she get a knock out a door and she gets certified letter that she has to sign for, that's your fucking problem, honey. Keep it up. Fuck around. Find out.
I don't think anyone would wish this not to be solved. It's just horrific.
And
And
that's
it
the
could
thing.
be this
I'm not.
community, it could be any community, it could be the one down the road. It's just
Yeah.
it's terrible society's this way lately. And apparently not so lately, apparently for a while now, decades even.
Yeah, and I'm not here to compete. Like, if she wants all those crazy ass
Yeah.
pictures of all these people that
Please.
have nothing to do with Kylie and all these minors and shit, if she wants all those pictures back, let me know, sis. I will zip that shit up and I will email it to you. No, I ain't gonna send you a virus. I don't even know how to do that. All I know how to do is scan my shit and make sure it doesn't. Christ, man. I can't with that lady.
There's
Like,
a
I really can't.
there's a website online called Virus Scan. It's free, and anyone can put a PDF or whatever into, or a link into.
I know,
Virus
CB,
Scan.
and like the more I see
Yeah.
her printing shit out and she talking about God, 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 and I'm thinking, man, how many trees are we on, lady? How much? I mean, look what ink's made of. Like, that's not very, I don't know, man. I'd like to know how many trees she's killed too, you know? She's just out there contaminating everything is all she's doing. Talking about everybody else is out to get her. No, everybody just wish you would get your fucking head out of your ass and focus on Kylie. Like, actually focus on things that go together. That there are pictures of who you're saying they are, because wow. Like, I can't get over the picture that she keeps showing of Megan's family with like the cloud background in the background, trying to say that they're people or shadows of people that have been
It's
photoshopped out.
ridiculous.
Ma'am, that picture is from like the 90s. They ain't photoshopping back then. They ain't. No, please just stop. Just please stop. And what kind of is sad about her is like when she was doing it, because she hasn't been doing it for quite a while now. When she was putting good information out there, it was like she would put the good information with all this other misinformation. So you got like one good nugget in there of stuff that people, I mean, wow, yeah, please take a look at that. But then you have so much other stuff in there that discredits what you're saying, that like I couldn't even look at anything that she was putting out there that might have raised my eyebrow, you know? But when it got to the point where like I literally had to make sure like what I was thinking and in what she's saying that the information was there for her, and people have pointed her to that direction that, hey, you probably shouldn't be saying that because here it's been debunked, and not by me, by other people, like it's been debunked. And she just wouldn't listen, you know, like, yeah, knock that shit off. Like, if people truly want truth for Kylie, justice for Kylie, like, you're gonna do it in a fashion like Cece does, or CNY does, or Larissa does, or hell, even Ninja Chihuahua does. Like Miss G does, like all of these channels, Mark, you know what I mean? Like there's so many channels out there. Like, how dare you say that you're the only person here for truth and justice for Kylie? Like there's another thing of why, if you wonder why people are calling you out, if you're wondering why people are saying what they're saying to you, it's not because I sent them. It's because they're thinking for themselves and something don't sound right. And then instead of being like, oh shit, maybe I'm wrong, maybe that has been debunked, you're like, out of here, you know? Good luck with your channel. That's all I got to say, because I have a feeling that with the content she keeps putting out, if she don't wind up in a lawsuit, she's going to wind up losing her channel, because it is, what she's doing is against terms of service. Have fun with that. So this is that Mohit Melvin Prasad. He jumped off of a pontoon boat. So let me just explain to you guys like kind of what I'm doing. So you have Justin Garrick, who while his body was found, they were still searching for a 15-year-old. He's from Sacramento. Mohit Melvin Prasad is the kid that they presumed he was dead because they couldn't find his remains yet. So I have the story of what happened to him. So authorities were searching. Is this it? This is the right one, right? So
yeah, 2005.
Okay, so this article is from July 18th that I just read, and then this is the article. Wow, that's weird. This is July 18th as well. Huh?
Really?
Yeah, that's odd, right?
Yeah,
that's odd.
That's another odd thing. I'll put it on the list.
It's just odd to me that if you're writing an article, dude, like if you're writing an article about one kid missing, like why in this, while they're searching for the body of a 15-year-old Sacramento boy who's presumed dead, like why wouldn't you put a comma in there, put his name, put a comma, and continue your sentence? Like it's almost like they don't want too many names to be out there all at once, you know? Free Willy was a good ass movie.
So they don't usually talk about this. I don't remember when I was been there before. Not recently, of course. This was years ago, but I don't remember seeing anything about don't swim here because it's drowning. I just went right by the beach at Lake Tahoe, right by the beach.
And that's what I've asked the locals. Like, is there any signs to warn of anything? Like, has anything like be upgraded, like to where like they're letting you know, hey, like. It's odd to me that they're not updating anything with all of these drownings, all of these deaths, all these bodies winding up in water. And like, you're telling me with all the money that is government funded to Truckee, okay, they can't take scrounge up a little bit of that multi-million dollars that they're getting in government grants and donations and all these things to like do something for these kids that, I mean, fuck, they're going to continue partying. So, okay, think of because with the technology they have there's no reason why they can't do this. You know, if a YouTuber's thinking about it, there's no reason why people that have the technology to do it, the means, the money, the power to not do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there is no reason why they cannot put some sort of lighting system, whether it be motion lights that kick on when something passes that threshold before the water lines, or I don't know, red lights that also you can make them run off of solar energy. So super easy. There's all of these things could save the next kid.
They don't do that.
But put red flashing lights, like the lights that you see when you go up to traffic signals, how they do that weird that flashy thing that kind of hurts your
Oh
eyes.
yeah. Yeah, it hurts my
Put
eyes. It makes me pay
something
attention.
put something like that there, that if these kids are fucking drunk or they are tripping on shrooms or whatever, something that's going to alert them, no matter how fucked up they are, that it'll get them to focus on something and make them stop for a minute to maybe save their fucking life. How about that?
Yeah. Keep them off the shrooms and the belladonna and peyote.
Like, do something about this. If you're not willing to go break up these parties or hold these people accountable, make some fucking changes, man.
Oh, that would be expensive and it would make them look bad.
I don't give a fuck. It's federal property. There's no reason why our own government can't make this happen.
I agree. I was being
You know?
sarcastic just then. Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
All right, so I'm checking my
Try
okay. All right, babe.
humors.
I got it. Let me check my messages real quick.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm really
go
glad we were
on with
able to do a live
you.
tonight. It was just, I knew that I had a lot of shit to do. I knew a lot of people. I knew as soon as I went to Jazz's live that if I said that I was going to be doing stuff, that people would hold me accountable if I said I might do a live, and y'all did. So here we are. Why is this
Okay.
showing
I'm
this on my
just
Facebook?
being
Yuck.
supportive. Are you sorry? Are you tired? Did you eat?
I'm not tired yet, no.
Okay.
And yes,
You
I
feeling
did eat.
good? Okay. You want to sleuth? You want to chill? You want to sleuth? You want to
What
play
is
music?
this?
You want me to sing you lullabies? Or
Oh,
tell you
I'm not.
anything?
I'm still working on
Okay.
the spreadsheets. I'm going through
Okay.
these stories. I'm trying to get things to make some sense. CB just sent me another story, so I'm going to pull this up. This
Sweet.
one,
Okay.
oh, this is back
Looking for
about
it.
Justin Garrick. So this is back on Justin Garrick. Family searches for drowned family. His own family was looking for him, man. That's sad that law enforcement isn't out there, that their search and rescue teams aren't out there scouring for him.
So
Anyway,
this is July 5th, a few days before
before, yeah, the July
the other
18th, and then you
article.
have this is 2 weeks prior to whatever. So
Oh,
family
well
searches
done.
for drowned teen at Boca, July 5th, 2005. A week and a half, oh my god, after Justin Garrick disappeared under the water of Boca Reservoir, his family continues to crisscross the water in their boats and drive the reservoir shoreline, hoping to turn up his body. The search that began as a large-scale effort by divers, airplanes, helicopters. Dude, see, this sounds like someone put him in the water. I'm sorry, that's what it sounds like.
Oh my gosh.
Because you're talking divers,
Just a
airplanes,
baby.
helicopters, rescue dogs, all of these efforts for a week and a half. You have the
Oh, he's from
family that's now out
17?
on their own boat, and like the water's not that deep at Boca.
That's
That's
another
I'm
17-year-old? Why are they all 17?
why the
Oh
age
my,
of 17 has something to do with something.
it makes me feel so sick. Okay, wait. I'm gonna
I
get a
want to
cup
see
of tea.
how deep Boca Reservoir is.
Mm. It's creepy that they all have does more than one child have a 17 tattoo over there? I don't know.
Why doesn't it? You can't just tell me like, okay, what is the average depth of Boca Reservoir? Somebody tell me.
How deep is Boca Reservoir? How deep is your love? It just is an artificial lake. Okay. Okay. Width, length. What the F? I
All
can't
right,
find it.
I'm gonna pull
Huh.
up a topography map because
Wow.
oh,
It really
I'll
doesn't
use
tell
all
me.
trails. All trails will tell me how deep it is.
Okay. It's an
For all
artificial lake.
trails. Yeah, it's
I
a
literally
reservoir.
Google
It's
how
man-made.
deep. Okay, let's look at on
I
go.
mean, look at Lake Mead. It's also artificial. Most people don't know that. That was man-made.
I need that. Yay.
I think isn't Lake Mead the United States or even possibly no, I don't know if it's the world's largest, but I know it's the US's largest man-made reservoir.
Yeah, it's all for Utah, isn't it? Or Nevada.
I'll just look
I'm
at the
sorry,
tab.
I've been smoking. It
That's me
still
too,
doesn't
girl.
tell me.
Look,
Okay.
I don't even care which direction this live goes tonight, as long as I keep
Okay.
researching and you know what I mean? Like, I don't care
Yeah.
what we talk about.
It's like my brain says something, but then my mouth says
Right?
something else.
It's all
And
right. You're
I'm
good.
like, wait, now I'm confused.
Look,
You
if
know,
I
I'm
didn't
so
want
sorry.
you
I'm
up on my
sick, y'all.
panel, or if I had a
I have a
problem with the
fever.
way you scroll off as well, like, I wouldn't
Okay.
say, "Hey, look at you. I see
Yeah,
you.
I'm
You want to come
like,
up on panel?"
yeah. And you know, I'm just got dry humor. I have a very dry humor when my sarcasm, my normal way of
Honey,
speech
you don't have
sounds
to explain
exactly
yourself here.
alike. So I love you. I do. I promise. I'm not a bitch. Okay, but yeah, I think I have a fever. I'm feverish. Okay, so it doesn't freaking tell me.
Why does it
I
show
don't
me?
see in
Look,
Wikipedia how
that's all right. I'm gonna
deep it
find it.
is. How dare they not tell us how deep it is? Wouldn't they know since they man-made it?
You would think. Okay,
I
this should be
mean,
Boca right here. Okay,
maximum
we'll go to
length,
Boca.
maximum width, surface area,
I
water
know
volume.
there. Okay, layers. Here we
Okay,
go.
from water volume and maths and the math, I can do math and figure out how deep it is. I mean,
I
come on, y'all.
need
The
maybe
water
this top
volume
row
is
will tell me.
41
There we go.
acres.
Oh, see, Boca does not get that deep.
There it is. Catchment area is 450. Yeah, that's not okay.
All right, hold on. Let
Can't
me.
tell.
Hold on. Let me. I know there's
It's only like 2 miles by 1 mile. About.
Oh, that isn't it. I know there's a layer that will tell me the depth of water because I've used it before. Unless
No,
it's
I'm
only
like,
on my phone.
I'm
Come
gonna
on,
have to
don't
do
tell me it's
math.
only on my phone. Tell me.
I can't
Me.
even
I'll
think
look
right
on
now
my
what
phone
kind
if
of
I
math
have to.
problem I'd need to do for this. I don't
Yeah,
even know. Volume
it's
and
whoa, this is weird. It's only okay.
okay.
Water topography.
Lake Mead to Truckee. I can do that. I can get you that information.
I just want to know how I just spelled it wrong, but it'll correct me.
Okay.
Okay, so
It is 501 miles from Lake Mead, Nevada.
I need to know how deep it is.
Truckee,
Boca.
California. Miss G.
Oh, you want to know how far?
8-hour drive and 501 miles. Okay, that I can do. I was able to find that information.
Dude, I don't have time for all this. Like, how deep is Boca Reservoir? Like,
yeah, and why won't it tell us how
that's
deep
it.
it is?
Where's my phone?
It's so weird. Hey Siri, how deep is Boca Reservoir?
Okay, Google.
Siri's not answering me.
Mine's not answering me either.
What the?
How
Okay,
deep is
I'm gonna
Boca
say it.
Reservoir
Should I
in
say the
Truckee,
H word?
California?
Have we been H'd? I'm just kidding.
Bro, why why is it like this? Like, it doesn't want us to know how deep it
Okay,
is.
let me try
It's
my phone.
crazy.
Hey Siri. Hey Siri, how deep is Boca Reservoir? Oh, it still brought up the same thing that. Oh my god! It brought up the same thing I found on Google, but that doesn't tell me how deep it is.
Same
Well,
here, dude. Like, it tells you the max length, the max width, the surface area, the water volume.
I thought I was
the
just
surface
fever.
elevation.
What the heck? What the heck is
The
this?
catchment area. It even shows you like the primary flows, the inflows and outflows, coordinates, but you can't.
Okay, we have to
Dude,
look
this is
somewhere
dumb.
else. Where are they
All right,
hiding?
that's it.
The depth. Where is it? Why are
CB,
you
you're
hiding
still
the
in
depth
here.
from me?
So it's like 60 feet deep, is what you're saying. Like, how deep would you say the middle of, like, the deepest part, like where people boat, not at the dam, not at like docks or anything like that, like the deepest part of the lake where people boat.
Oh, thank God, CB.
Like, how
knows.
deep is it, CB? I know the depth
60
varies,
feet,
but
she
I'm
says.
just saying, like, on average, because if you're having somebody that, okay,
180.
55 to 60, that
Okay.
not Prosser Boca, but okay, so if, okay,
Oh,
so I mean,
see,
60 feet deep.
okay,
Okay.
I was not reading, just listening. Okay.
So Miss
Thank
G said
goodness.
60 and CB both said 60. So
Thank goodness
roughly
we have
60
some
feet deep.
information.
All right.
Like,
So at
see,
least
the
we have that.
internet just told us a lie. They actually, the internet wouldn't tell us anything. That's
All
why we
right.
have
So
to
I'm going to
look more
continue
than
with
one
this.
space. Thank you, guys.
This is so sad. So
Oh my
The
god.
search began as a large-scale effort by divers, airplanes,
Mhm.
helicopters, and rescue dogs, had dwindled to a group made mostly of family members and volunteers by Wednesday of last week.
Mm.
A single sheriff boat still makes one search a day, according to, like, this is crazy to me that this much effort was, like, you don't think that maybe there isn't a possible serial killer or killers in that area, or a group of people that, I don't know, raise their kids to continue the same behavior. I'm not saying somebody pushed him off of a boat, but what if somebody pushed him off a boat because of the way that they're raised?
Oh, like the
And like,
Murdaugh family in South
yeah,
Carolina?
you know what I mean?
'Cause
And
that
then
family
like,
crazy.
it'd be really so easy for somebody to do
Mhm.
something to somebody, and it's just the same pattern keeps happening. Like, it almost sounds serial. Like, somebody's doing something to somebody. I'm not saying in all cases, not even Kylie's, that remains were removed after the incident happened,
That's
possibly so
bizarre.
that certain things couldn't be linked to possible murder. I don't know, maybe. Um, and then after a search is done, the remains are put into the water, and I don't know. It's just it's very odd. It's very odd that there is a pattern here. That it sounds very serial,
Yeah, it
or
sounds
it's
like a
almost
bad
like it's
movie.
taught, or
These
almost like
ancient
law enforcement just isn't doing their job. But you have so many articles that are saying that they're doing all of these things, like, and it's just crazy to me that doing all of this. You know what I mean? So many different agencies, and they didn't find it. You know, it's odd to me. And it's not like I hear it everywhere. It's just like predominantly within the same jurisdiction, the same county, the same, you know?
Oh, yeah. This Placer County is like no other place on earth. Wow.
For real.
Yeah, like, I feel safer here. Like,
When
what
this,
the hell?
and that's the thing is like, yeah, you might live in an okay area of Placer County, but I don't know at this point if something would happen that I would trust them to do a proper investigation. Just saying. Just saying. Man, this water is good right now. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying too, Mish D. I don't buy that it was this big ass pirate party either. I think it was a gathering of very specific young adults. They're not even kids.
That's right. They're definitely not
The
children
only
anymore.
kid here was Kylie Rodney, or anybody that was at that gathering that was 16 years old. Otherwise, if you're 18, they
Mhm.
call you a young man or a young woman. You're a young adult. You're 18. You're old enough to pay taxes. Hell, even at 16, if you do something to somebody, you're still in a court of law. You're gonna go to jail if you did something to
Oh,
somebody.
yeah. 16, you're still be tried as an adult.
Look,
14,
I've been
maybe.
watching some of these cases where I'm seeing 12-year-olds going to jail because they did shit to
Mhm.
people, and
If
that's how
it's
it should be.
If they're doing something, it's their brains haven't developed, but you
Yeah, at a certain
nonetheless,
age,
if
yeah,
they're a
you should be
danger.
able to get mental help. You know what I mean? I see
Mhm.
why they have soul asylums, why they have rehabilitation clinics. Like, prison isn't always the answer in a lot of cases that happen with kids committing young. I mean, that's a lot of kids do stuff at those ages because it's a trauma response or because of the way that they're being raised, you know? Yes, I
Yeah.
do believe that people are also born evil. However, like
What?
90,
Oh.
90 to 95% of these cases, like, it's taught in some way, shape, or form, whether it's a trauma response, learning from whatever. That's, I don't even know
Mhm.
if I believe people are born evil. I don't know if I believe that.
Sometimes I think that actually, but then, like, I see something
Mm-mm.
and I'm like, I know that can't be true.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like a
I
little sweet
believe,
baby, that can't be
I
true.
believe
Baby
all
sweet.
souls are born pure and that we are given free will and everybody makes their own decisions. I think that some people, like some children, aren't given that decision. Like, they're forced or brainwashed or cults or whatever, like organized whatever we're going to call it. We'll just call it an organized whatever. Kids are taught that, or it literally is from trauma or abuse or things like that. I don't believe, like, I don't know. I think
Sometimes I think we're in the
everything
Matrix.
born is pure until it's corrupt.
This is going to sound like I'm schizophrenic. I'm not schizophrenic, actually, but sometimes I think we live in the Matrix, and it's freaking me out.
Yeah, I know. I watch a lot of things about us being in the Matrix and a simulation
Yeah.
and whatever. And I mean, I see why people could see that.
Yeah. So I'm just like, and some like the alien things come up in the last few years.
Like,
I'm
I
what?
still want to know where we go when we fall asleep, you know?
Girl, that's it.
hmm
And yes, I did not see that outfit she was wearing when you said. I said yes. I thought I had, but no, I hadn't seen that. And I'm like, what the heck? And they're very sarcastic. So yeah, her outfit for Halloween. Yeah, I said yes, but I hadn't. So I looked, and I'm like, okay, she's a huge troll.
Yeah, experimenting can lead to escalations, really can.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes for anything, like almost anything this day and age. If they could profit off of it, you better believe that they're going to make it so that it's addictive. You know what I mean? And experimenting in certain things, yes, can escalate to other things. Doesn't matter what you're experimenting.
Yeah.
I mean, you could experiment going from drinking tea that's usually caffeine free to drinking coffee that's not, and realizing, oh shit, now I have a caffeine addiction.
Oh, I love tea. Oh shit.
I love me some tea too. I'm gonna make me.
caffeine
Oh my
right
god,
now.
the time changed. It's 1 o'clock again, y'all. Yeah.
It's 11 here. Okay.
Oh, your time's
Yay.
going turn. Your time should turn back tonight.
Okay. It's 11:09 so far. You're just changed?
Wasn't it? Yeah, for me it did, because it's 2 a.m. Everything,
Okay.
like, I think the time changes on systems at 2 a.m. It rolls
Okay.
back.
I have 11:10
At
still.
least that's what I think
It's
my
like
system
you're in
does.
the future or in the past. I don't know.
Well, and that's
Well,
the
you're in
thing
the
is,
future?
like, I
You're in the
know
past.
that because of the way that our human body is structured and the way that our brains operate and our organs and all that stuff, that during sleep that your body rests and heals. But I feel I'm right there, Miss G. That's exactly how I feel. I feel the spirit travels to whatever way, like, because I notice, like, if I'm snapped out of sleep, my groggy state is so much different than even if I were like, okay, so if I were sleeping for like 2 to 3 hours and I would be woken up in between that sleep,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to setting an alarm clock 4 hours later, like, the wake up process is completely different for me. And then, like, yeah, while I'm sleeping, like, the stuff that I dream about after being in a coma, like, is unlike no other experience ever. And this is why I love sleep.
Yeah, lucid dreaming's amazing.
hmm
It's 11:11. Yeah, CB.
Yeah, it is. It's 11:11, but
numbers.
111 here, but it's okay. Do you really, Miranda? Every once in a while, I have a real, because sometimes I fall asleep with scary movies on, and then, like, it leads me, like, what's in the back of my mind. Yeah, like, certain things will, like, have me dreaming about my parents, my brother, and my sister, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Miranda, do you go to sleep in silence at night? Do you have like a low hum of like a fan or your heat or something in the background? Do you watch stuff when you go to sleep? Like, how do you normally go to sleep? Past couple nights I've been trying to go to bed in silence, and it's been nice.
Oh, that is good. Well, the past couple of nights I was snoring, so y'all were so soothing, like, talking. Yeah.
Today I was just so tired. Like, I was up all night, all damn morning long. 9 o'clock hit. I was just like, all right, I gotta go. I gotta go night night. I went into my bedroom. I didn't even change my clothes. I didn't do nothing. I crawled into bed, and I was out.
I'm glad you got some good sleep. That's good.
You know what? But I woke up, like, I still have this like massive weird headache.
Yeah.
I think it's from my tonsils though, because my tonsils hurt. But it's okay.
Yeah.
We're here. We're hanging out. We're doing
Yeah, we're
shit.
here.
Okay. When the official search tailed off, nearly 40 of Garrick's family members, friends, and coworkers from Nevada, California, and Washington had congregated at Boca Reservoir to 40,
Mhm.
40. And
That's
nobody
a lot
still
of
found, like,
family.
something's not right with this. But
40
also, yeah,
people showed up to do it.
yeah, family members, like after the fact that they had a large scale effort with divers, airplanes, helicopters, and rescue dogs, okay, for a week long. Then 40 of Garrick's family members, friends, and coworkers congregated at Boca Reservoir to search for the 17-year-old Reno teen who reportedly, keep in mind, fell from a wakeboard boat after it hit a large wave or wake. I don't know,
This
man.
doesn't make
I
sense.
don't know.
That doesn't make sense the way it's written.
CB, do you know if his parents question it? Like, do they ever? Like, this is so sad, dude. This is so sad. On Tuesday afternoon, the Garrick family, with their 2 boats, were the only signs of a search at the reservoir. Tomorrow, dog teams from Nevada County will once again be on the scene, and specialized sonar boat from Sacramento County will patrol the lake in hopes of locating the body. But clearly they didn't, because a fisherman found this child's body. Like, something doesn't sound right here. Like, the math is not mathing.
Even then, they had a sonar boat, but they didn't use a sonar boat from the county over.
This is insane to me, y'all.
It's just a county. It's nearby. Sacramento County's right there. You just drive 30 minutes. You're in the other freaking county.
Yeah,
I mean, what the
tomorrow
heck?
dog teams from Nevada County will once again be on the scene, and a specialized sonar boat from Sacramento County will patrol the lake in hopes of locating the body. But for now, being left virtually alone to carry out the search for their son's body has been a frustrating experience, the Garricks said.
What? They
Our
have a
family
sonar boat, but they haven't used it yet?
Yeah! That's
What? I don't. Oh, I'm
But
good.
that's
I'm dead. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I want to find out when
What?
these police departments in this area of Truckee got sonar capabilities on their boats, because I'm gonna start putting some shit together. Because
Yeah, this is 2005. They're speaking about sonar. They alleged
our
that they
family
went in
was
there
doing
with
all the patrolling, and we're not the police. Like, that's such a sad statement.
That's horrific.
Our family was doing all the patrolling, and we're not the police. And that's what, like, it's time that, like, and it's not even holding these kids accountable at this point. Like, it's time to start holding our law enforcement accountable. Like, look how many Black people it took to die at the hands of cops for people to start waking up that police brutality is a real problem.
Mm-hmm.
And it got to the point where it wasn't just based upon color. Like, they did not, like, there was policemen that should not have been on a force because they have anger issues or mental health issues, that are out just abusing their badges and hurting people and killing people. It's the same construct here. You know what I mean? You have people that are put in certain positions that are supposed to be doing these searches, supposed to be doing these things. Like, they're paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to do these things, but, like, are you really doing them? Like, it's time that they be put under the scope to show the proof. Like, and this is where it stems with Kylie Rodney is, okay, if you did this search, then you need to answer to your superiors with receipts of, I don't know, the sonar scans, the LiDAR scans. Like, show the receipts.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to audit Placer and Nevada County. I'm sorry, but I've been saying this. I'm not sorry. No, like, and then that's the fact that, like, it's bad enough that it happens to people in the first place, but the fact that this is happening to our children. And then the fact that, you know, that there's a trafficking problem and that there's a drug problem and all of these things that, you know, are predominant in this specific areas.
Yeah, and the corruption,
Like,
and
why they're not investigating it in, like, I mean, Is
And a
it
cartel
clear that they're
problem.
not doing their jobs? Are they doing their jobs and they're covering things up and
And
painting
weird
it a
cult.
certain light for these families? And this is what these families accept because this is what they're told by people they're supposed to trust, law enforcement.
Mhm.
Like it really makes you wonder at this point. And then you have
Very
people, which
terrifying.
is also concerning to me, like Angela Musallam, who after 5 years with Placer County is retiring. Like that's, that's odd to me. That you worked so hard for this career. Like
Yeah,
I
she doesn't get
can't
a
wait to,
pension.
girl, I
She
can't
gave
wait
up
to
her
see
pension.
what the future holds for her is all I can say.
You have to do 20 years straight to do a pension though, right?
Yeah.
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 The government's 20 straight years. You can't miss a year.
Yeah. It's odd because prior to that, she was a news reporter, a journalist.
Mhm.
So
And
it's
apparently in
odd to
Placer
me.
County, it's some good
I don't know
benefit.
if her husband maybe got a promotion, like he's moving up in life. Like I'm gonna look into him too. Like I'm curious as to like why Frickberg retired like she did. Why
Mhm.
Musallam is now retiring. Like 5 years, that's not very long to, I mean, serve a county and think that like you're gonna get a pension. I mean, I can understand maybe she wants to get out of Placer County because me too, I would too. If she's doing to protect her child,
Mhm.
um, if she's doing it because she wants to speak out on these cases. I'm curious as to what the reason. I'm always trying to look positive here. You know, I can look negatively and say, well, maybe she's doing it because she's got something to hide and she doesn't want her name out there anymore. Like, I mean, in a way, you could still kind of look at that as a positive. Yeah, dude, I love sleep. Sleep is just like, yeah, like I just love the experience of sleep. And I especially like my sleep when I sleep to like
I'm gonna
Hertz
get tea.
music. Huh?
I'm gonna get tea. Be right back.
Ooh, get a tea. I'll put some water on too, but I'll wait till you get
Okay.
back and we'll take turns. All right,
Okay.
cool.
All right. I'll get a
All right.
tea.
All right, baby, get it. So let me keep reading this. This is crazy, dude. Like this is just tomorrow dog teams from Nevada County will once again be on a boat or on the scene and a specialized sonar boat. See, so they are probably already did have sonar boats because now they're bringing in a specialized boat from Sacramento County will patrol the lake in hopes of locating the body. But for now, being left virtually alone to carry out the search for their son's body has been a frustrating experience, the Garricks said. Our family was doing all the patrolling and we're not the police, said Tambara Garrick, Justin Garrick's cousin. It just seems so weird that your own family is doing the searching. Justin Garrick had just finished wakeboarding with a group of, hold on where I'm at, his friends, and was seated at the front of the boat when the craft took a hard left turn and hit a wake at the same time. Justin was thrown from the boat and was possibly hit by the. Okay, so this is saying by the side of the boat. Who had lent the life jacket to the teenager wakeboard. So he was given a life. So this kid went wakeboarding with a life jacket on. Like I don't understand how he didn't stay above the water then. This is odd, y'all. David Garrick, Justin Garrick's dad, who had lent the life jacket to the teenager wakeboarding behind a boat, was never seen again. Details of the accident are unclear for the Garricks, who were not at the reservoir when the accident took place. The details of their son's drowning have been as murky as the depths of the water that obscure the search for his body. The uncertainties, and see, I don't like the way that news writes stuff anymore because like they can paint it a whole different direction than what it was. Like they really can. Like this is why I'm glad that I paid as much attention to Kylie's case as I did. The details of their son's drowning have been as murky as the depths of the water that obscure the search for his body. The uncertainties and the start and stop search efforts have frustrated the family in grief over their son's drowning. No family in whatever county should have to experience that. Look, and this is from 2005, and there's still no change. Sheriff's officials said that they called off underwater searching last Wednesday because of diver fatigue. What? Then you need to hire more people. The search, they say, is a body recovery, and decisions over what resources should be used at the what the fuck? Decisions over what resources should be used at the reservoir are made on that basis. I don't like this at all. The sonar boat from Sacramento County was needed on its home turf during the holiday week. What? During the holiday weekend that had just ended, said the Nevada County Sheriff's Lieutenant Lee Osborne. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to keep this document. Unfortunately, in each of these instances, there comes a point after a number of days when we are not searching for a live person, where the search has not been scaled back. Oh, where it has to be scaled back. I was like, that don't even make a lick of sense. Unfortunately, in each of these instances, there comes a point after a number of days when we are not searching for a live person where the search has to be scaled back. Dude, look, when you're looking for somebody and you give up on them after 3 days, that's bullshit. That's what that is.
Yeah, 3 days doesn't seem long enough, really.
And like that's the thing that I'm noticing with a lot of these cases is like whether they've gone missing after last walking railroad tracks or hanging out in the woods or a body of water or whatever federal property they go missing on, leave their house running down the street type of shit. Like it's just like the going thing is like after so long, like, and it's not like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. Like after like 3 fucking days, you literally just well they'll pop up. But then you're worried about the fucking neighbors stealing fucking lawn ornaments from each other's yards and shit. Like, that's more important to go focus on. Well, then you need to take your law enforcement agents and you need to start getting them dive team ready. All of them.
Yeah, is it like 3 days? You can go 3 days without food and water and that's it?
Yes. Yeah. I think it's like 7 days you can actually do that.
I think it's, yeah. No, like 3 days without food and so long without air and so like 3 minutes without air.
Oh yeah, because that dude that cut his
Yeah.
own arm off, that was wedged between that boulder.
Yeah,
He
the
had
rule of
that
threes or
little bit of
something.
water that kept him alive.
Yeah.
And then you have the hunt for that dude here in Philadelphia that survived off a watermelon. So yeah, you need water. Yeah, this is sad. This is
It's
really
like 3
sad.
days. So like, why 3 days?
This is like I need to make a short on this. I probably
It
won't do it
seems like a
tonight,
kind
but
of protocol. I'm like, why 3 days?
so it is. This is after 4 days straight. After diving in the reservoir for 4 days straight, the sheriffs called
Why
off
just
their
4
dive
days?
teams last Wednesday. Washoe County had a dive team at the reservoir on Friday, but were unsuccessful. Sometimes you are literally blindfolded. I don't know, man. I don't know if I buy that water's that murky.
And then why aren't we like, fencing off the reservoir?
Mm-hmm.
They definitely don't have a lifeguard. I was at Tahoe like 5 years at least or so longer
Yeah,
ago.
and that's what I understand. It's like they're
no
all about
lifeguard.
community. Then why don't you, I don't know, maybe give some more community jobs and start hiring lifeguards? I don't know, maybe that's an idea too.
Yeah.
It's clear to me that a lot of people go to like Boca, they go to Prosser, they go to Donner, they go to Stampede. Why are there not lifeguards? That's another. Hey, start giving people jobs. Were you afraid they might actually be able to afford rent? Like, it's almost like you're creating the homeless problem. Like, they could put so many jobs out there for the American people. They just need us to suffer. Like, I don't understand why they're not taking a more serious approach, why the locals in these areas are not petitioning for some type of changes to happen around the reservoirs, why the police aren't. I mean, dude, I've never in my life heard of an area where they don't bust parties that go down like the one they're claiming happened 300-400 people. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you got houses right there. You're telling me you got a party of 400 people and ain't not one person at the fucking Prosser Lakeview Estates heard that party? No.
It doesn't seem very likely.
No, because if you recall, even at Lakeside Campground, people heard all kinds of shit, they claim. So, I don't even know. These counties make me sick, man. Look, if I lived in a county that operated like this, I would move the fuck out and make it poor. Or let the rich people stay there and eat each other alive. I mean, it is Donner after all. But you know what I mean? The last thing I would be doing, I don't care how many generations my family has lived there. I don't give a fuck how much money could be invested there. I don't give a fuck how pretty it is and how much all this shit. I would move the fuck out of there. Especially if you're younger and you're planning on having kids. I would not raise my kid in an area that is not safe. And especially if something would happen to them, that law enforcement actually isn't going to do their job to look for them. It's fucking appalling, dude. Sad.
Yeah.
All right. And the thing of it is like the fact that this shit is from 2005 and we're here in 2023 after Kylie Rodney and it's still it's still happening.
Freaking 20 years ago.
Yep. Ugh.
This sounds just like the Murdaugh thing in South Carolina with the son. That redheaded
yeah. Mm-hmm. The one that's they think is linked to the killing of the Smith boy.
Yeah, the one that's still alive. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta watch what you say about that.
Yeah. That's why I said it just like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's why, like, even though, like, when the Murdaugh trials were going on and, like, all of that, because I knew some of the story with the son and the death of that other person, why I didn't dabble in that case, because I'd have known I'd have said shit that had probably got me in trouble. So I just avoid the Murdaugh stuff. But we can talk in code about it, because, you know.
Yeah, because, like, it's like someone somewhere has a script, and it's like, this is how you do this. Step one,
and here's
blah, blah, blah. Step two, and then we have it right there.
The craziest thing to me, okay, about Kylie Rodney's case, okay, given the fact that Miss Sammy Smith has the parents that she does, and if these are such false allegations, why ain't nobody been sued? Like, at this point, like, in some states, like, statute of limitations has run out. Like, why haven't people been sued for questioning Sammy or making statements about Sammy? Ain't that kind of weird? Like, there's people out there that have straight up said Sammy Smith murdered Kylie Rodney. And isn't it weird with the parents that she has that those people haven't nothing, right?
Yeah, they're really quiet.
It's odd. It's odd that the things people could have been sued for, they weren't. It's almost like it's true. I don't know.
It's very it's very odd.
I don't know exactly who did what to Kylie Rodney, but I can name the last people that openly admit to being around her, which I would say were suspects that were never treated like suspects.
So, yeah, the whole community's using all the reservoirs for recreation, and they use them for tourism too, and for all kinds of
rich ass neighborhood,
and like keep them like people safe from them, you know. But you can't just let people wander around, like they can get hurt, you know.
Dude, this just sounds like statements that they made, like, with around not the same exact wording, but just the same verbiage. Okay, so This dude says sometimes you're literally blindfolded. I hear this in Sam Brown's voice. I don't know why. And we're limited in the time divers can be down. If the sonar search is unsuccessful, the county will eventually stop searching, Osborne said. There will come a point when we will discontinue our surface and shoreline searches. You ain't looking in the actual water where he fell in it? Like, you're what?
Yeah, because like, why are you doing short? Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, they're only looking on the surface and they're only focused on the shorelines. Almost like it's in water or it's out of water as much as it is in, you know?
That's ridiculous.
This
That
is
doesn't
just
make
odd.
sense. Yeah.
It just
doesn't make
seems like
sense.
they've been covering deaths up of minor children for decades. And they've only gotten
Ooh.
better at it.
This is creepy. A volunteer outfit from Idaho was recently in Aruba to search for a missing teen. I'm like,
Oh my
these.
God.
Where are
Dude,
all
let's
these
keep
people
reading.
coming
Okay,
out of
let's keep going.
nowhere?
Okay. Okay,
These
let's keep
people
going.
traveling
Ooh.
the world. This is freaking me out.
If you would see some of the states, the links, the actual links, not Megan Cole has kids in all other states, but actual links to the people that have admitted to knowing or being around Kylie, the links in the states with different things. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then you wonder why people like are like, I wonder if the Idaho 4 and Kylie and stuff like that
Exactly
don't
what I
have,
was thinking. Oh,
you know, links somehow,
yeah,
or
you're in my head.
Trinity and Kylie, or Dante Trinity and Kylie. Like it you wonder why. Okay, so with every effort that has been questioned, oh my God, it does. They're doing the same exact thing. Here we go.
Oh my God.
With every effort
We
that
said
has
we're
been
gonna freak out.
questioned, there is 10 times the effort unquestioned, bro.
Let's say this. Oh, we already said that last time. It's okay. No one's
We're
gonna
going to say the
notice.
same thing, but word it differently. They literally said, with every effort that has been questioned, there is 10 times the effort unquestioned. Wow, dude. Damn. A volunteer outfit from Idaho that was recently
Another volunteer. It's not the
in
first time they've had
Aruba
volunteer divers
to
come
search
in
for
that
a
area.
missing teen is scheduled to show up. I want to, do you know what dive team out of Idaho came and looked for Justin? I mean, I'm going to keep researching all of these people, but if you can give me the answer so that I could just search keywords, that would be awesome. If you don't
If I
know, I'm
come
going to
across
continue.
SF in any of these, I'm gonna flip out.
No, he's from Alabama. But then again, he travels a lot,
Worse.
so that don't say shit, you know?
I didn't know you could
I'm
just like, do this, travel around and just like make people pay you, or as you're
Justin
volunteering, you take
Garrett.
donations or something. Yeah, they're just all
Okay,
taking
so
donations. They're still getting paid apparently.
so we're saying fell off a paddle boat
He was
while waterboarding, wakeboarding, excuse me, waterboarding is a bad thing.
It's okay. Yeah,
Wakeboarding with friends.
that's what it feels like.
I'm also going to make a side note that he had a life jacket.
Yeah, with friends, more friends. Oh, my friends. Everybody's killing. Who's picking on these one kid? In these groups, there's always that one kid. I mean, come on, y'all.
There's always
Teach
going
your
to be a
kids
Kylie
not to
Rodney.
kill kids.
Like,
yeah, teach your kids not to kill kids. If they're
what's
hanging
the
out with
question,
kids that kill
McPhee?
kids or hurt kids, what the? I mean, Fight Club. Come on.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Is this a good
Mine
question?
aren't
Would
in
they
Fight
know if
Club.
someone had sex after 16 days in water? And it seems like DNA of that sorts, the longer someone's in water, the less likely you're going to find out if they had sex, were sexually assaulted, or were raped.
Well, apparently she was wearing. Okay, have you ever worn a bodysuit? I have. I've never worn a bodysuit and a pair of briefs. Never.
Nope, never done that.
Not both.
Never done that.
Never.
Now,
Never,
I've had a bodysuit to where like it was a little bit too snug for my liking, and I put like a panty liner there. And some people do put underwear under the thing. It just, I don't see a kid at 15, 16, 17 years old wearing underwear and a bodysuit together. I just don't.
Well,
I don't.
think of how much she had to get undressed if that's so to take a pee in the woods.
Like, It was almost like the
This is
ME
crazy.
medical examiner was writing a report so nobody would look at the fact that maybe she was sexually assaulted. Like, there are so many things there that show that the medical examiner was trying to get away from the idea or the possibility that there was a sexual assault that occurred. You know, and it's odd to me. I'm not saying she was, but the more I look at that autopsy, it just almost seems like there is a reason why they're saying she had a cup in, that she was on had a birth control in,
Yeah, that's weird. Why?
that she had a
That's weird.
bodysuit and underwear, but then they go on to like explain what her pubic region looks like. Like, it's concerning. When I didn't hear about her leg hair or her armpits were cleanly shaven, like, I didn't hear about none of those things. So why are
Yeah.
you going into detail about how cleanly like trimmed she is? Like, that's
That
gross.
would have been sloughed off anyway. Like, what's going on?
And that's the thing, is like that
If you
region
can't
of
see
you,
your
yeah.
face and stuff, you can't see that either. Everything that has mucous membranes is not going to be there.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
Like, she ain't got no
what?
eyes, but her private parts are still intact. No. That's not, no.
Okay.
No.
So some people do it and some people don't do it. Okay. I have, and I find it uncomfortable. Sometimes I wear a bodysuit, but I
Oh, I
don't
don't wanna
snap
think
it. I
about
just
all
tuck
that.
it
Yeah, I
in,
can't
and I wear
even.
regular undies or something.
Oh, it was not a paddleboard, it was
Mhm.
on a boat. Okay. I thought
Yeah.
they called it some type of specific boat. I thought they called it a paddle boat. Okay, so it was
It's
just a
on some
regular
kind of
boat.
boat, and like he was wakeboarding, which is like you
It
just
might have
take
been the
like
name of the
a
boat.
half of a surfboard, like not a whole surfboard, but a little one, and you just like kind of lay on the top of it, and your legs angle off, and they just pull
See,
you.
look, there were literally divers in this water and nobody found him. Like, that's, you have sonar, you have multiple divers, search teams, and like none of these people found them.
He gave his life jacket to a friend. Why would you give your life jacket to someone else? That's really nice though of him, but if my kids did that, I'd be so
This
pissed.
is crazy. Ugh, I just got
I
tired.
tell my kids, y'all look out for each other, and oh my gosh, if someone's doing something, you make sure that you're safe. You can't help anybody if you can keep yourself safe too. You got to make sure your brother's safe. So it's like, what? You know what
All
I
right, y'all.
mean?
I have been on here for almost 3 hours already. I'm gonna go lay
Okay.
down. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm gonna go rest up, and then I'm gonna get right back at this tomorrow, but I probably won't do it live because I don't focus when I do. I know I don't, but it's okay. Like, I just
Okay.
wanted to do a live hangout with y'all, talk about things. If I do wind up coming across like reports and stuff that I have questions that are local to like Truckee, I will go live, only simply so that we can collectively like get some sort of answers. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I knew going into the first 2 stories, technically 4, because you got Joshua, Lucas, Justin, and
Mm-hmm.
Mohit, who all drowned in Placer County.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, 2 of those were minors, and I'm staying focused on that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I need to stay focused on this stuff.
Right on.
But yeah, I'm gonna hop off here. I'm gonna go some night because I have not been
Okay.
sleeping at night the past couple of days, and I just need to get my body back in a normal rhythm. I'm gonna
Thanks for
listen to
having
some
me
probably
up.
Hertz music, and I'm gonna fall asleep good.
Oh, wonderful. Well,
Thank
have
you for
sweet
being up here, babe.
dreams.
Please get some
Thank you
sleep
for
soon.
having me up. I appreciate
I
you
love
letting me
you all
talk.
so very much. Thank you for tuning in. Please make sure you hit that
Appreciate
thumbs
it.
up. If you don't, I won't be mad either. I love you guys so much. Possibly see you tomorrow. If not, I will definitely be going live on Monday. Have a great night. God bless.